through the air. When the chips are down and you throw a prayer. When your team is primed and on the hunt. It's 4th and 10, you refuse to punt. When the shoulder pads and helmets crack, that's how you know that football is back, Jack. Let me hear you say, football is back, Jack. This high is wild and out of control. And we're gonna ride it every week till we reach the Super Bowl. Don't need no check downs. Give me big hits and quarterbacks. If you say this game's the best, I'll say it's a gag. Football is back, Jack. Football is back, Jack. Football is back. Football is back, Jack.
So you guys know I like going to concerts, right? Does everybody like going to concerts?
Yeah.
It depends. Not really.
Love it.
I'm not a huge concert guy.
Really?
I mean, what's the last concert you've been to?
I went to J. Cole in Chicago last week. Wednesday, yeah.
All right. It's very
Last
recent.
Tuesday, yeah.
Tony, last concert?
Last concert was Bad Bunny here at the Kaseya Center for his most recent album. So last couple Mays ago.
Jeremy, you saw
Noah Khan in Orlando.
Noah Khan. All right. Everybody loves this Noah
Great.
Khan. I don't know anything about
He's
him.
great.
Everyone loves Noah Khan. Chris, concert?
What was the last concert I went to?
You don't look like a concert guy.
Festival guy, man.
I did go to Ella. I saw Ella Langley with my wife.
Who?
Country singer.
When was
Say
that?
it again.
Ella Langley?
Was that recently?
Yeah, a few months ago.
I thought he was stuttering at first. Langley. I was like, oh.
Well, he did stutter, though.
Well, today is Wednesday, but it's a Tuesday, Chris, essentially.
I didn't
Oh,
stutter
boy.
there. I just said Ella Langley.
He's going to be good today.
My bad.
He's going to be good.
I didn't know the name, so it sounded like a stutter.
Roy,
B.B. King at the Yard Center.
recently?
He's dead. Though not recently.
Well done.
So this weekend, I need some advice now. I mean, this weekend at Revolution Live in Fort Lauderdale, concert venue club, there's a cover band. There's a Pearl Jam and Foo Fighters cover band that are playing there this weekend.
Right.
And I'm debating whether or not to go.
Same band? Covers
No.
both? Okay.
Come
got
on.
it.
Have some self-respect.
I was just saying, like, I was about to leap on.
No.
Pick one.
You cover one,
Yeah.
all right? There's a Pearl Jam cover band, and there's also a Foo Fighters cover band. And they are both performing, not at the same time. One will play before the other.
Are they in character? Do they dress like,
I don't know.
Like it's the 90s and with the flannel shirts and the...
I don't know. But they're playing this weekend at Revolution Live. And, I mean, look, everybody knows I love Pearl Jam. I wish I could see Pearl Jam every single week perform. But unfortunately...
I feel like you'd get tired of it in that circumstance.
No. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to see Pearl Jam. Be unbelievable.
By week 28 in a row, I feel like you're like, I could use a weekend off.
I would say yes, except we know about Stugatz and the Grateful Dead, and so I was like, no, I think he could actually do that. He could.
Yeah, it's not the same show. It's a complete. If it was the same show, I don't want to see the same movie every single week, even if I love the movie.
Oh my God, I don't know about that, man.
Every week, no, you get tired of that.
Fire up Indiana Jones. Oh,
Which one?
I was watching it last night. Temple of Doom.
I love
Temple of
Indy, no. I love Temple of Doom.
Who was
man.
that supposed to be?
It's the kid, of
Oh,
course.
I thought that was Billy.
Come on.
Willie or whatever her name is.
Reaches into the chest and he rips out the heart.
Oh, Kalima.
It was so scary as a kid.
You know what we don't get enough of? We don't get enough appreciation of the opening scene in Shanghai, where he goes to the club and they put the diamond and then they put the drink and then he takes and it's like, what's that? And they're laughing, the antidote to the poison. You just drank Dr. Jones. And he's like, oh man, that whole scene where they get in the shootout and stuff, and then the guy with the machine
It's my
gun.
favorite one, Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom's your favorite?
Your
Nah.
favorite
What?
one? Come
Yeah,
on, you-
come on,
because
man.
Always gotta ruin it.
because at that was at a time in the late 80s where when I was a kid, it was always on TV. So I was watching Temple of the Doom all the time on television. So it was my favorite.
Temple of Doom, it's a fine.
Answer's Raiders.
Did I
yeah?
say
Raider-
Temple of the Doom?
Yes, you did.
Temple of the Doom.
Temple of the Doom.
Wow.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best.
Raiders number 1.
Yep.
Last Crusade,
Crusade
number 2.
number
Number 2. Yep.
I found Raiders of the Ark really confusing to me
Raiders
as a
of the
kid
That's
because
what we are.
there was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
But Raiders of the Lost Ark was just called Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I didn't understand as a kid that that's the same movie.
Universe?
Yeah.
B.B. King died in 2015.
Yeah, that was my last concert.
So it's not recently.
Just a bit.
No,
outside.
not
Well, that's when he died. I don't know when you saw him.
maybe a year before.
Zaz, I think the good folks at Disney, or I think own the rights to Indiana Jones now, they heard this refrain from you and many other children who grew up like this.
It was confusing to me.
because now when you pull it up, it comes up as Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, they changed the name. Which I'm
So I wasn't a stupid kid. This is clearly something that other people were confused
No,
with.
you were a stupid kid. It's just
Oh.
there were other stupid kids too.
Yeah. So I'm debating, do I go and see these cover bands this week? I've never okay, you could be at a club and there's live music, it's a cover band, I've never bought a ticket for, I've never paid to go see a cover band.
This is what I would say.
Tribute band.
You
maybe
gotta
is the
be
respectful way to say it.
one hell of a tribute band to be able to sell tickets ahead of time.
I would assume that's what that is then, right?
and yet you've never heard of them
Why would I have heard of the name of a tribute band?
because they're so good at it. You'd be like, okay. It's like that Filipino guy who does the Journey songs.
Well, but he was actually in Journey.
Because they've discovered him and they're like, oh, let's just have this guy.
Oh, really? That was like in the movie Rockstar, where Mark Wahlberg played in a Steel Dragon tribute band, and then he became the lead singer of Steel Dragon.
Exactly like that. Except he's Filipino.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie, Rockstar.
These bands do indeed dress in the 90s grunge aesthetic. For Pearl Jam and then for Foo Fighters, what I've learned is that basically every single tribute band, the lead singer is indeed growing out his hair to look like Dave Grohl's.
What are the
hair.
names of these bands?
The Pearl Jam tribute one is called Still Alive, Pearl Jam Tribute Experience.
He approves.
A little long.
And the other one is called Foo Fight.
What?
Foo Fight.
You did it like Christopher Walken.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Oh, it's an SNL thing. Huh?
So I've never paid for a cover band or a tribute band, but I feel like if I were to go, and I'm leaning toward going, if I were to go, I would definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
You'd have a blast.
Those bands are really good.
I feel like you enjoy a cover band because you happen upon it. I love walking into a bar. I'm not a big fan of live music at a bar, but I'll never forget this. It was in West Virginia, 20 years ago. Walked into this bar and they were playing Snoop Dogg. This is for the G's. This is for the Hustlers. This is for the Hustlers. Now back to the G's. But it was a cover band playing it, and they're playing it for a while before the lead singer started singing it. And I'm like, this song sounds familiar. This is a really good. And then I heard,
Yeah, you like it because it's familiar.
yeah, and then I heard, this is for the G's and this is for the Hustlers. This is for the Hustlers. Now back to the G's. And I like that interpretation. Like, you know what? You're cool. And they did a whole night of 90s gangster rap, but as a cover band.
Like with instruments?
Yes, they were playing and the lead singer with everything, he took all the energy out of it and just sang it like a lounge singer. And I don't know, I like that. But if you told me, hey man, we're gonna get tickets to, now that's what I call gangster rap 90s, and we're paying tickets and we're going there to watch them, I don't know if I'd enjoyed it. I'm like, this is some bullshit.
How much are tickets? This is at Revolution Live. It's in downtown Fort Lauderdale, which, man, when your boy was still out there on the Dayton scene, man, Riverfront, that was my spot.
It was 2 months when you broken up.
No, it was like right when I got home. Right when I got home from college. All right, because
Automatic Slims?
Maybe because pretty soon after I got back from college when I got together with my wife.
Everybody saw Dan Ugly at Tarpon Bend.
Right.
So
right.
many cigarettes.
That
Right.
was
The
Tarpon
little
Bend.
wooden chips that you
The
get
little
for
wooden-
free, the ones in
yeah.
the gables. I used to have those.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to drink.
Riverfront
Art
was
bar,
my
free
spot.
drinks at
Art
Art
bar.
Two
Oh,
free
it-
drinks.
Oh, it smelled like weed in there.
Jeremy, how much are tickets for this weekend?
You can get a ticket for $23.
Revolution books really good tribute bands.
That's what I'm saying,
They
right?
they continue to book them, so the shows are really good. I just saw the list. Ordinary Boys are a great local Smiths cover band.
I
Yeah,
saw
they
I
also
saw
do
Wu
Depeche Mode.
I saw Wu-Tang at Revolution Live one time.
What?
It's awesome.
The actual Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
When did we play there?
Show was supposed to start at 9 p.m. You want to guess when Wu-Tang's bus rolled up?
Midnight.
It's closer to 1.
Oh, wow.
That's how we do it.
It's a good show, though.
That's canon.
So do I go?
Yes.
I think I'm leaning toward going.
Are you going to take... You're gonna take the wife, or you take one of the sons? What are you gonna?
I
take?
mean, well,
You're not gonna go solo.
no. There's no way. Like, I would want to ask my older son because he loves Pearl Jam too.
Yeah.
But think about it. When you were 17, you want to go to the club with your dad.
Yeah.
There's no way he's gonna want to go.
Yeah.
There's no way he's gonna want to go. So I think it's about asking my wife.
Yeah. Does she like Pearl Jam?
She must hate it at this point.
Yeah.
She's seen them with me a couple of times. She doesn't like the heavy stuff, you know.
She's here because she loves you, not because she loves them.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
you know what's happening right now.
Yeah, just.
It's called the dog days.
Oh, we are in it.
Yeah, 10 minutes on this.
I think you should ask us again.
Yeah,
if you
he's
should
going to
go.
ask us one more time if he
Do you think I should
there.
go? So yesterday, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the NFL it's kind of back. All right, it's preseason. We're tomorrow we got week 2 preseason games going, and there's a player. There's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they had their first round pick, they selected Reuben Bain. All right, and that came a couple of was the pick right after the Dolphins? How many picks was it after the Dolphins?
I think the Ravens went after the Dolphins.
Okay, so like a couple picks after the Dolphins. And we were all angry. We're all mad because Reuben Bain is about that life. And we keep harping on, when Reuben Bain was drafted, he didn't stop at that mirror with the hat. He walked right through it. He snatched that hat, wasn't posing or nothing. And then he puts the hat on and he goes and, shakes hands, and then he immediately went to work out.
He was 3 picks later, by the way, after Proctor.
3 picks later. Like, this is the dude, all right? And not just, if you're a Dolphin/Hurricane fan, you didn't just want Reuben Bain because you think he's going to be awesome. You wanted Reuben Bain because the current position that the Dolphins are in. And what I mean by that is you want a guy, and him snatching the hat at the draft exemplified what I'm talking about here.
That really stayed with you.
It did. That left an impression.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll allow it. You wanted a guy who is going to help set this new tone, set this new culture, this new regime.
That's what he did in Miami.
And, that's the guy who can do that for you. Like, if the Dolphins were a really good team and they selected Caden Proctor over Reuben Bain, we would have maybe still wanted Reuben Bain, but I don't think I would have felt as passionately about it. I think when you're a shitburger team and you're trying to start anew, this is the kind of guy I want. This is someone who I want to be a leader on the team,
I imagine Reuben Bain is hazing veterans.
Not the other way around.
Right.
He's hazing them. You're not stuck. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Go get my lunch.
And so Reuben Bain yesterday has got a lot of attention online yesterday. Reuben Bain stayed after practice, an hour after practice, doing solo drills. And here, if you're watching on video, not only did he stay after practice and he's doing these drills on his own, he set the drills up himself. He's moving around the equipment like no one else, the trainers, assistant coaches. He is setting up the equipment the way that he needs the equipment to be set.
You know what I see there? Culture builder.
I love how we could flip the narrative for anything. This also could be him getting hazed. I know I just said he's doing the hazing. This could be a veteran being like, hey, Rook, take that pad over there, but we're turning this into, look at this rookie.
You know what I
but
don't
then
hear
he-
on there? Veterans. It's just him.
Then he was working out on his own.
Also, there are no other rookies here. Where are the other rookies?
It's just him.
fair.
It's just him
He's
running
eating
drills.
them all.
Vita Vea's back there. Oh, boy, we got him. He's getting better.
I love this. It was all over the internet yesterday. I love this video.
Dude,
I love it.
I would tell you something. Like
love Reuben Bain.
beyond how good he is as a player, I really believe you need people who build and uphold culture.
I agree.
Right? Like, and sometimes that guy can be your best player, and sometimes he's not. Like, obviously in this market, everyone knows Udonis Haslam was that guy.
Yep.
Right? In Orlando, but he's a Philly guy, Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson would have a mini camp that he ran for his team every year. And it was like the team had nothing to do with
Yeah,
it.
these are team leaders.
The players would show up. David West is another one that I think about, like culture building guys. And so when you have a guy like that as a rookie, like forget about what he does this year. I know we're all going to be paying attention, but 3 years from now, when you're like, who's an identity builder for our program? There's your guy. Is Proctor that kind of guy? Regardless of how good he is as a player.
Not if you're familiar with
Noted
what
not
he did.
self-starter.
Yeah.
There you go.
What Nick Saban said about him. Ruben Bain's always been that way. I remember speaking with Coach like while Ruben Bain was in high school, and this was on the heels of a terrible loss to Middle Tennessee State University. And he identified Ruben Bain and Mark Fletcher as guys that were going to be cornerstones to changing the culture. And I got to say, it's like the single biggest pivot I've made in my broadcasting career is Dan really effectively convinced me that the intangibles and culture, that stuff was overstated and was talent. And I'm not saying he's wrong. Like
He's wrong.
It's not that it's overstated, it's just it's not quantifiable.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, and I will say, especially in the college game, having a good culture is paramount. Yeah. It is so huge. When Miami lost to SMU, the pit in my stomach that was there because I was like, man, this could have been a really special season, but I know what's coming next. This team, when they get dealt a blow like that, they fold. How are they going to respond to this? They're going to respond the way that they always do. No, they finally got the room right. They responded to adversity. And this year, they dismissed a guy like Hayden Lowe, a 5-star, a really talented dude that I hated seeing leave the building, but I got it. Cam Vaughn, dismissed from the program. Talented, came over from West Virginia. In that room, in that wide receiver room, not a fit. Doesn't fall in line with the example that Malachi Tony sets.
The flip side, though, Mike, is I think at that age, they're still young enough to where, like, yeah, he's a kid. He doesn't understand it yet. And there's stories of so many, like Manu Ginobili, who we would think of as like this great culture guy and all about team. There are stories of him as a young player in Italy. And, like, his coach was Ettore Messina, one of the great European coaches, was kicking him out of practice. The kid doesn't get it.
There
right?
are guys that figure it out.
And especially, like I said, at that age, you got to figure it out. But when you get to the pros, I told you guys my 595 theory, right? 5% of the guys, roughly,
They're
are like
the highway.
595, right? 5% of the guys, doesn't matter where you put them in the world, doesn't matter what kind of locker you put them, they're always going to do the right thing. They're always going to be like Ruben Bain, doing the right things, working hard, being about the right stuff, take care of their body, Like, they're impervious to influence. 5% of the guys, don't matter if you put them in the best locker rooms, they're just going to be pieces of shit. They're going to go out, they're going to carouse, they're going to, like, do the bare minimum or less at practice. The remaining 90% are just waiting to see which way the locker room's going. Are we a go-out party team? All right, I'm going out on a party. Are we a hard work? We're eating right and da-da-da. All right, I'm doing that. They're just following where they feel the leadership is going. And the truth is, both ends of that 5% are massively influential. Because it's not just like, oh, I just do whatever I want. It's also like, hey, man, come on. We're going to do this. Whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, it's a little bit of a leadership, even if it leads you astray.
So it's a 595 theory?
Yeah, that's my idea.
Put on the poll, Juju. What's a better theory, 595 or Little League?
Oh, come on now. Why are we doing this?
We'll find out.
Well, what am I going to find out?
Gonna find out.
Find out that
theory.
people like Greg Cody more than me? Wow.
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh, it's up.
I mean, yours is pretty profound. I know Nick Wright called the Little League theory profound,
Yeah.
but I do think what you're saying is indeed also profound. So we'll find out. We'll find out how the people feel. Greg's not here today.
They don't
you
care.
can issue influence.
Oh,
if every 15
yeah.
minutes you ask the live audience to go vote for you on this poll, you might win.
You know how this poll would end up in my favor? If you said, what's more profound, Amin's Little League theory or Greg's 595 theory?
Let's put up both polls.
And if you do that, watch how all the people vote for Greg's 595 theory, thus proving.
So let's put up two polls,
Popularity
Juju.
contest.
We'll put up two polls. We'll put up what's more profound, the 595 theory or the Little League theory, and then put up another poll that says what's more profound, Amin's Little League theory or Greg's 595 theory, and let's see the difference between those two polls.
So should I go to this tribute show?
It's a great date night.
So speaking of which,
All right.
there you go. Jeff Hafley, you want to talk? We're talking about building cultures,
Let's go.
right?
Changing the culture.
Yeah.
Trying to be not Mike McDaniel.
So you're all fired up right now over Jeff Hafley.
I'm just checking in on him. I'm seeing how the vibes are going. And yesterday, I see during his press conference, he's asked about wide receiver. You know, the big thing with tough coaches. What do they want their wide receivers to do? Tough coaches.
You got to block.
You got to block. And he was asked right here, will your receivers have to block?
What do you mean? They better block. If they don't block.
Some receivers don't like to block.
Yeah, I mean, our receivers are going to block. No block, no rock. How about that one?
Did you just come up with that, or is that naturally?
No, I've heard Matt say it a few times, or Kyle. So sorry, I didn't mean to steal it. It just popped into my head. But our receivers are, I mean, they're going to block. That's the standard. And they've done a really good job blocking. And I think Tyke has gotten that point across, and Bobby, and they've done a nice job with it. But no, our receivers are going to block. I mean, if not, like, now you get me started. I mean, how are you not going to block for the running back, right? I mean, that's just, to me, that's part of team. It's just, you better care about that guy, and you better block down the field. Or if another wide receiver catches the ball, you better turn, flip, and find and go block a guy, because you're going to want the same thing to happen when you catch a ball, right? You want everybody to block for you? It's a team game. So I think you teach that, and you get guys who buy in, and we have.
Culture.
Doc Rivers' press conference laugh is what that's called.
Just like, that's not really funny, but
Because
no block, no rock.
Doc Rivers would
Come up with that?
Doc Rivers, it was like Dave Chappelle. Every time he said anything mildly amusing, the media.
It's such a good point by Tony, the reporter. Is so blown away by the. Did you come up with that? You
That's
couldn't have
good,
written
Coach.
that.
Good job.
You show me a locker room that has wide receivers that can block. You've got a good locker room.
Okay, we didn't get to hear the original question, but am I to assume that he was asked, are your wide receivers going to block?
Yeah, that's what he
That was
asked.
the question?
That was the question.
It was more like, what's the mentality of your receivers?
I bet it's more one of the assistants or like the wide receivers coach spoke earlier, or one of the wide receivers spoke about like, yeah, they've really been
Why are you making
emphasizing
excuses
blocking.
for stupid questions?
I'm letting you know how stupid these questions have to be at this point of the season. Is that they're taking anything from anything to be able to ask a question to the coach so that their voice can be out there and the coach knows who they are and develop that relationship before later on having to ask an actual question.
All right, Jeremy, I want you to self-report. What's the dumbest question that you asked that you knew in the moment? This is a dumb question, but I'm trying to buy that goodwill that you're describing right there.
I definitely asked about like the development of a role player when it had already
So
been
many Pele
spoken
Larson
about.
questions.
Yeah, like already been spoken about.
And this is around other
after
people.
the game before, but now we need it on camera. And so you need a new, fresh soundbite. So he already spoke about the development of Myron Gardner, but now I've got to walk into the next game and the camera wasn't rolling. And so, or we just need a fresh bite because, hey, in the pregame show we're using this, but this will be for the Open, so let me get a fresh bite. So, hey, Coach, after last game, you spoke about the development of Myron Gardner. What is it that you've seen from him thus far this season?
And he Jeremy, you know this. You were there yesterday. I talked about this.
Yeah, there are times. Now, the benefit is with the local news folks hopping in and out the way that they do, oftentimes they're the ones to ask the really stupid, obvious question about like, hey, you know, big matchup tonight against the 76ers. What do you want to see from your team?
Yeah, have you ever heard a question that was worse than, was winning it better than losing it as a field?
No, I have not.
Okay.
It's not the question.
What was the question? I was just coming up with a hypothetical.
Did the winning feel better than the losing felt bad?
Okay.
That's the
Did
question.
the Bears win or did the Packers lose?
Who'd I ask that to?
Diana.
The Packers win or the Bears lose? Bears lose.
The Bears.
What'd she say?
I don't know. Call her up, get an answer.
Still waiting on the text.
Does University
Anyway.
Does University of Miami have an AD yet?
No. Well, they have acting ADs.
We're like a week and a half away from the season starting,
Yeah,
right?
They have acting ADs, and I kind of understand it because Dan Radakovich operated a certain way, and I understand why the powers that be that are running this search kind of feel like they can do this job. It's fun extending Jay Lucas. It's fun extending Mario Cristobal. That part's easy.
So they're dragging their feet, you're saying?
I think they're enjoying this a little too much, yeah. And I think loss in all of this is a big part of this job is fundraising. And the people that we have in place aren't really doing that right now. And every week that ticks by.
So, like, there's a scenario where they might believe they don't need to have a new athletic director?
No, the answer may be in-house. I don't know. I do think there are. All right, so I know of the finalists, or at least the perceived finalists at this moment. I'm not going to reveal their names. I will reveal backgrounds. The Athletic reported that 4 candidates were being flown down. It was only 3 that actually got flown down. I'm not really sure what's going on with that 4th candidate.
4th came by boat.
There's
Speedboat.
There's someone with NFL ties. There's someone from Fox, and there's someone from Legends, which, if you know how a lot of the deals that get brokered in college,
Someone from
athletics.
Fox.
Yeah, television exec.
Oh, okay.
Legends is this.
Do you think it was Cowherd?
Yeah, it's
And
it's
how long?
McIntyre.
What are we doing?
actually. Yeah. Legends is this company that is a third-party facilitator that brokers a lot of these deals. I think the New York Yankees have a huge stake in it, and I think Jim Favola's name is out there, but I think he's on the periphery. He wasn't one of the candidates that was flown in.
We endorse Jim Favola on this show.
Well, I would love Jim, but at Miami's every single candidate I think has been told Miami's not in a rush. And I don't understand that. It's a very pivotal time right now. You're losing revenue every day that you don't have.
How are you not in a
one.
rush?
I don't get it.
And it doesn't even need to be a rush because this has been going on for how many months?
This has been going on. I was at Talladega when the Yormark stuff broke, and that was in early May.
All right, so this isn't 4 months later. That's not rushing to get it done in 4 months.
No, and
that's a lot of time.
And the answer is they're still not in a rush right now. I'm sure this ends up with a good hire, but I think this process has been pretty bad. And unfortunately, Miami does this. Miami makes a good hire, but the process is generally less than ideal. Remember what happened with Mario Cristobal. Manny Diaz was out there gaining so much public sympathy, and Miami kind of became a punchline for what they were doing to Manny Diaz. The Jay Lucas stuff wasn't fully all right, with Duke kind of knowing, and that led to an awkward situation. The JD thing, even the women's basketball hire, we lost a lot of recruits because we took our sweet time there. Our process isn't great when it comes to hiring at the University of Miami, but the results tend to be good, so I guess you can hang your hat on that. But the way that the job has been described, what they're trying to hire, I would have loved to have had that person in-house months ago, as college sports is literally reshaping itself every day.
Yeah. I mean, let's go already. It's important stuff, man. You got football starting in a week and a half.
I feel like the people that are running the search feel like they got it, and I can understand why they feel like they got it, but also we talked about this before. The people that think that they got it, we're also going to hire Michael Yormark. So
does Mario care? Does Cristobal care that there's not an athletic director right now, or this isn't even on his radar?
I think he's driven by one thing, but look. Get Mario Cristobal resources. Every day that ticks by, you're potentially losing out on revenue and funds, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I want to help Mario Cristobal. I want to help Jay Lucas. And the athletic director that we're trying to hire, that we're aspiring to hire, that is the main objective. So every day that we don't do that bothers me.
Are there things on hold because there isn't an athletic director as far as providing of
you don't know what you don't know, and I think that that's part of the issue here with this search taking so long is you don't know the residual effects of taking your sweet time. For example, when Dan Radakovich took his sweet time in hiring a women's basketball coach after Katie Meyer retired, and I'm over here wondering, what are we doing? Assistant coaches were lining up a ton of visits, a ton of impactful visits. That was at a time where we're coming off of an Elite Eight appearance, and it was super frustrating to see weeks go by and all these visits get canceled one by one because we didn't have
a head coach.
We didn't have our stuff in order. Yeah. We didn't just not have a head coach. We didn't have a direction. So the lead recruiter, the assistant, doesn't know if they're going to have a job.
Right.
They don't know what to say to these players. They don't have an inkling of direction.
Yeah.
Tonight, you got the Marlins. Is tonight the final game of the series against Philadelphia? They're looking to avoid a sweep.
Yes.
I've been in on the Marlins the last couple of nights.
Stop
that means
being Ben.
Please. Between the two of us, I've both World Series wins, all right? Only one of us has seen both of them, and that's me.
That's not true.
It is true. You were what, a year old in 1997?
2 years old in 1997,
you didn't
and
see
I was
it.
watching.
All right, maybe you should stop watching. Yeah, I don't know if you saw either one of them. What were you, 7 when the Marlins won their second World Series?
I was 8,
You weren't watching that.
Are you kidding?
Between the two of us, I'm the one who's been
Okay.
around for the good times. All right?
If you want to talk 2003 Marlins, there's no one who could talk 2003 Marlins with you.
Really?
better than
An
me.
8-year-old Jeremy Tashane, there's no
Yeah,
one
that's
who
the
can talk better
prime
about
of coming
No
into
one.
sports fandom.
An
What are you talking
8-year-old
about?
can talk better about a sporting event than everyone else. An 8-year-old. Okay, that makes sense.
This is ridiculous.
That makes sense.
This is ridiculous what you're doing.
I think there's only one way to settle this. Marlins off.
Did you watch the commemorative
I will
DVD over and
kill
over
you in
again?
a 2003 Marlins
Do you remember?
off.
Do you remember
I
when
would
Juan
kill
Pierre?
you.
Do you remember when Juan Pierre went to Yankee Stadium and turned around to the camera and he was like, "You know what I like to do? I like to see how
With the
the
bunting.
infield crew,
Yeah.
he rolls it down and then
Everyone
boom,
knows that.
smash cut.
You're not teaching
bunt
anyone
down the
anything there.
line.
Nobody learned anything about the words that just came out of your mouth. Everybody knows about Juan Pierre and moving the ball down the line because he's perfected the bunting. That's generic bullshit.
Do you remember
all
what
right?
happened in the next two at bats after that?
In which game?
Game one.
Of course I do. Tell Roy, though.
I was alive.
It was a little bloop single to right field
Roy
and then
was
a sacrifice
busy
fly.
watching BB King.
Shout out Pudge Rodriguez.
You're still alive at the time.
I used to run base like Juan Pierre.
The Marlins are looking to avoid a sweep tonight at the hands of the Phillies. The Marlins been game the last couple. It sucks. You know, these have been really good games.
Really good games.
Really good games. They've been game, and just the Phillies are better, of course. And tonight, Sandy Alcantara's on the hill, trying to avoid the sweep, trying to stop the bleeding as far as him chasing a wild card spot. Sandy's been great for pretty much this entire season, but tonight, you're ready to call it the biggest start of his career.
The biggest regular season start of his career.
But I will say, if you're an ace, if you're a big-time pitcher, and your team is in a playoff chase, you go out there tonight and you shut the Phillies down. Like that's your job.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Sandy has been spectacular. Really, since those first couple of bad starts, he had a run of 20 scoreless innings, and the one run that he gave up last game that broke that streak was on a misplay on a fly ball in left field. So he had 20 straight scoreless innings in his previous 3 starts, then went 7 innings, 1 run against Cincinnati. They lost 1-0 in that game on Friday night. This is the biggest regular season start of Sandy's career, and that right now, where the Marlins stand in the wild card chase, they're 4 games back of the final spot. That's San Diego that has they're playing good ball, and they have a cakewalk of a schedule through the rest of the year. And then you have Philadelphia in that second wild card spot. And if you lose this game, you're now 6 behind Philadelphia, and they hold that tiebreaker. If you win, you're just 4 behind them. It puts you in an unbelievable position, and for Sandy, he needs to come through as the ace of aces.
Time! Woo!
I was
So
rapping right
yesterday
there.
we were trying to
You guys
figure
are
out
nice.
the Miami Hurricanes are ranked 7th in the AP poll, which came out 2 days ago. The debut of the AP poll for college football this season. The Hurricanes are ranked 7th, and they got a vote. They got a first place vote. 1. And we have gotten to the bottom of who is on our side here, and that is Javon Edmonds. Javon Edmonds.
Good job, Javon.
Syracuse.com. He joins us here,
Very good.
fresh off of giving the Hurricanes
My man.
a number, the
We
top
appreciate you.
spot.
This guy knows ball.
On
He
having
has
eyes.
an AP vote, and he represented Javon. What went into your very correct vote of the Miami Hurricanes, number 1 in your debut AP poll?
Fellas, to be quite frank with you, I'm shocked I'm the only one who gave them a vote to be number 1.
Us
I don't
too.
know. So it's funny because last year I was one of the first few to start giving them the number 1 in the middle of the season. I was one of the first people to knock Indiana and Ohio State off of that pedestal and give the Canes my number 1 vote. I did not think that would happen again to start this year. You went to the national championship game. I would argue you upgraded that quarterback, and then you added his favorite receiver on top of what was already a loaded offense. And that defense is going to be fine as long as Cristobal and Jason Taylor are down there. I don't know how I'm the only one to give them a number 1, but so be it.
Are you willing to say then, Javon? Look, it clearly sounds like you know what's going on here. Are you willing to say that maybe the reason that you're the only one is because no one else is keeping up with the Canes? You know ball, and maybe other people don't.
My man.
I'll put it like this. There are 138 teams, so I won't kill the rest of my fellow voters on exactly who they're keeping up with and who they aren't. I'm not going to act like I can name all 105 guys on all 138 rosters. I just think Miami having one vote is atrocious. But hey, there are people who are, and I've been hearing it for the last 2 days, pissed at me for having Oregon number 10. But hey, I'm not as high on the Ducks as most people, and clearly I'm higher on the Canes than most people. So it's just everyone's thing.
So do you think people think it's stranger then that you have Oregon 10 as opposed to Miami 1?
Yes, that is what I'm finding. And on that one, I say this. First of all, to all the Oregon fans and outlets, I'm not doing anything. I'm not hopping on any podcasts, any radio shows. This is the only one I'm doing.
That's right.
So any explanation to this preseason poll?
That's right.
It's coming right here.
My man.
And as far as the Ducks go, listen, when they can prove that they're going to actually win the big games, they'll get higher in the poll for me. That's just last year we all had Clemson and LSU in the top 5. That game stunk. They both fell out of the rankings by the end of the season. Everyone was so high on Texas. They missed the playoff. You know, this is my second year voting, and I'm not going to just keep putting teams high up in the poll just because of their name and, their roster looks somewhat okay.
You will not be bullied, is what you're saying.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Javon Edmonds, at Javon Edmonds 45 on Twitter, Syracuse.com. Clearly you know ball. Javon, should I go to this tribute show this weekend?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
My man.
Great job, Javon.
But since you mentioned Cubans, that's a nice sound of you drinking the White Zinfandel while nude.
Delectable.
You were spending time with your dad last night, and I sort of want to explain to the group here. I mean, do you know Tony's father? Because Tony's father came up with all of us and is sort of the original Cuban sports radio gas bag in this market, English market media. His father's an entertaining personality. It was very good at radio, and it must be fun spending time with him because he's also extraordinarily chummy. He's affable, and people really like him.
Tony works hard.
The people like that he slaps them on the back and is just a lovable character. What did you glean here, Tony, from your recent time spent with your father?
So we went out to a dinner where he noticed somebody from 1,000 years ago, whether it was like Coral Park in high school or like sometime in the early 90s. And he's like, I don't really remember this guy's name, but I have to go say hi to him because he definitely sees me and knows who I am. So I don't remember his name, but I got to go say hi to him. And then he said something that made me laugh because, much like Chris and Greg Cody, my dad has these go-to phrases. When he knows somebody by face but not by name, he'll call them a certain nickname. And he has about 5 or 7 of them that I put together on a top 5 list of things that my dad, who when he doesn't know somebody, what he calls them. So are you ready for this game?
Oh, this is a game. We've played versions of this game, but we haven't played the Spanish version. Like we've never. And I'm going to write a couple of these down because I think I've got a good one here. I think I've got number 1. Okay, I'm going to write it down.
Ooh, you think you have number 1 is an easy one, but I don't know. Like,
okay, I think I've got number 1, and I'm going to show it to Greg Cody. Can you see that on the piece of paper? Don't say it out loud. Don't say it. Yep. You can see it. Okay.
100 people rush to a microphone and let Greg say it. Don't say it out loud.
I know. What do you think I am, anyway?
Any OLI?
We've got 2 OLIs and then the 5. So OLI we'll run through really quick. The first one is macho. Dímelo, macho.
Yeah.
Just man.
I've also got another one. I'm going to write another one here for you that I don't think is number 1, but you will see. I think he's going to say.
Don't say it out loud.
Well. Yeah. All right.
Second OLI, Jefe.
Oh, wow. That was my number one.
Really?
Wow.
Jefe was my number one.
Jefe's a great one. Jefe, permiso, Jefe.
Well, you didn't think it was that great, Tony. You put it OLI.
No, but it's
must be a
OLI,
hell
but
of
it's
a
something
list.
that my dad says.
I said it was a great one.
It is
I
a
know
great
he put
one.
it OLI.
But the thing is, I've got 5 better.
It's Jefe is boss in Spanish.
Yes.
Go ahead. Number 5.
Number 5, Coronel.
That's awesome. Your dad calls you.
If my dad doesn't know your name, but he sees you in some sort of stature, like I know this guy from somewhere and he's important, Coronel, which means colonel. I don't know.
It is strange. It's strange that he's giving him a military ranking, but not the greatest of the military rankings.
Coronel, that's number 5. Number 4. And this one's funny because he's done a lot of stuff in the Hispanic Christian radio community also. And this one, I've heard it throughout my childhood. Barón de Dios. Which translates to Baron of God. Inexplicably.
Yeah.
Just Barón de Dios.
I might be in trouble here with my other one if we've gone to. I did not have either of these in the top 5.
These are outliers, Dan. That's why my dad is so unique, because he doesn't just follow the path. He does the path, but then does his own thing.
I didn't even know God had barons.
Yeah.
Love Baron.
Barón de Dios. All right. Number 3, Doctor. No medical title needed. It's just if you've seen my dad and you know him and he doesn't know your name, he might call you colonel, he might call you doctor.
So you're saying that it's a number 1 whopper that a Cuban person who came from Cuba says that he's a doctor, but if your dad doesn't know his name, he is saying that he is indeed.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings Sports. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
You sound like the Count.
We had Drew Brees on the show yesterday, and it sparked a conversation later on Kane's Insight. Drew Brees is a great example. You don't have to have a big arm to be an incredible deep ball thrower. Yeah. He didn't have a strong arm, especially after that surgery, but you think of him. First off, when I think of the New Orleans Saints offense, Marcus Colson on that slant, always open. Michael Thomas on that slant, always open. Jimmy Graham on that slant,
button hook, yeah.
always open. But he would occasionally hit beautiful deep shots that were in rhythm, beautiful balls that would, I'm going to regret saying that, would, these parabola type of passes. You know what?
Bring it back with some
I just
science.
thought it was interesting.
I wish we had more time with Drew yesterday because I wanted to ask him about the Katrina return game at the Superdome, which he referenced briefly.
We probably spent too much time on gas pumps with them.
and the Dolphins. But I forgot that they were winless during that preseason, and then Katrina
I didn't know.
happened.
I don't know if I knew that at all. Mm-hmm. And they played their first couple games on the road, like he mentioned, and then it was like week 3. It was a Monday Night Football game against the Falcons, which, by the way, for people who don't know, because most of the time the teams are shit, but
big rivalry game.
Falcons and Saints is low key one of the nastiest rivalries.
Big rivalry game, and they travel back and forth between those two.
Nasty rivalry.
Yeah, it's one of the few that feels like a college rivalry.
Just to explain like how nasty that rivalry is. There is a statue, there is a monument outside the building in New Orleans of Steve Gleason blocking the punt. There's a statue built outside the Superdome, and they wanted to make it as realistic as possible. So you put the Saints jersey on Steve Gleason and Falcons jersey on the punter for the Falcons. The Falcons would not allow their NIL on the statue.
Really?
That's how nasty that rivalry is. And mind you, Steve Gleason has ALS, all right? And he's the player doing the incredible play. And the Atlanta Falcons are still, don't think so. So I wanted to ask Drew Brees about that game because for me, as a sports fan, and a sports fan who is not invested in one team or the other, that moment where It was the first series of the game, and the Falcons, I guess, were going 3-and-out or whatever, and they're punting, and the building's just on fire. U2, I think, performed pregame in the Superdome.
It was U2 with Green Day. They did The Saints Are Coming.
It's their first game since Katrina. They had to play the whole previous season in Baton Rouge, all right? And the building's on fire anyway. And the Saints are, and it's Drew Brees' debut game at home. Sean Payton, debut coaching effort at home. And Steve Gleason just runs in there and blocks the punt, which the Saints pick up, and they run into the end zone for a touchdown. That moment, for someone who is not invested in either team, but I'm watching because it's Monday Night Football, of course, is the craziest regular season atmosphere I had ever seen in my life. In that moment. The Saints, they were the best team in the world that night. They would not have lost to anyone. Bring in the 85 Bears. They would have beaten everyone that night.
At the same time.
Yes. And in that moment, bonkers atmosphere.
I like this topic of coolest sports moment that doesn't involve any of your teams. Because that's up there. Cool sports moment that doesn't involve your team at all. Jeter's final at bat. Walk off.
Cool. Amazing moment.
I'm trying to think of other cool moments that I wasn't
I thought
really...
that's your team.
Oh, that's true. I'm wearing a Yankee hat. That's true.
But he wasn't a Yankee guy yet.
Yeah, not yet. I wasn't a Yankee fan yet.
Brett Favre, Monday Night Football after his dad passed away
was
against
cool.
that was a huge one.
Some weeks you don't even get the Tuesday, Chris.
Bam, 83 points.
Mark Messier's hat trick in the Eastern Conference Final.
Are they not your team?
I'm just doing a thing.
Ooh, let me think.
Kobe Bryant's 60-point game.
In his last game? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the Jeter thing, which is like last game. Now, last game, walk-off base hit the other way when that's like the thing you were known for in your career at the very end and you're holding on at Yankee Stadium is pretty incredible.
I've talked about this one before. Peter Wark Sugar Bowl. Y'all want me to end this shit right now? And then 80 yards.
That Saints one is a good one, though, in terms of cool sports moments.
Statue of Liberty, Boise State Fiesta.
Oh!
Yeah, Zabransky, Ian Johnson proposing in the back of the end zone.
Steph in the Garden.
That's when the non-CFP bowl game still mattered. Yeah. That felt like something.
It was, man.
Now, I know for me, granted, it was the Super Bowl, so there's a lot of stakes. It's not a regular season game like a lot of us are giving, examples of. But I guess it was the 2007 season, right, where the Patriots are trying to go undefeated. And I had 6 or 7 of my all-Dolphin fan friends at my house were watching the Super Bowl. And we're all rooting for the Giants, obviously, because we hate the Patriots and we don't want the undefeated season. And we're all sitting on my couch watching on my television in the Zaslow Mansion family room. And when Eli Manning breaks the tackle, the would-be sack, and he spins out of it, all 7 of us rise to our feet and inch closer to the TV. If you get close to the TV, that means something really important is happening. We all rise off the couch. We all inch close to the television. And then when David Tyree makes the catch, we're all jumping up and down and yelling. It's like, we don't give a fuck about the Giants, but we are invested in this game in this moment.
I mean, you were at a pretty good one. That I felt that sensation on my couch, which was Knicks Spurs when the Knicks capped off the huge comeback.
Yeah, the OG. I mean, the crazy thing about that night was they were getting demolished in the first half. Remember Wemby does the I'm in your head thing to Mitchell Robinson.
The game was over.
And then Wu-Tang comes out and does a halftime show, and their halftime show is like, nobody beats the Knicks. Or it was a lot of like very braggadocious, which if the game had gone like the rest of the series, it would have been perfect material.
Didn't we speak to RZA the next day? I think we did.
I don't know. I wasn't here. I was in New York.
I don't think it was RZA.
We talked to Meth and
Raekwon
the show.
Oh, we spoke to Raekwon the next day then. Yeah.
So I remember getting water at halftime from the media dining, and I'm thinking, oh man, this was not. I know
Bad
they probably
look.
Bad look, man, and the way they're getting blown out, and then they just chip away, and then there's that moment where you're like, holy shit, this is actually going to happen as far as this becoming a close game. And then obviously the tip happens, everyone goes crazy, the Knicks end up winning the game, and afterward I got like the biggest hug from who was it? I'm trying to remember which one of the Wu-Tang. Like one of them gave me a hug, and I'm
Jizza?
like, no, it wasn't Jizza.
RZA?
No, it wasn't
Ghostface.
It might have been Ghostface.
Me?
God.
Not
Inspector
you, God.
Deck?
Not Inspector Deck. Not Old Dirty Bastard before someone says
Rest in
it.
peace.
Jeremy Taché.
No, it wasn't Jeremy.
Yeti. Greg.
Greg Cody. Yeah. No, it was one of those people were like hugging people, just like I need a human interaction. That's where the video of Taylor Swift and Mariska Hargitay and who was the third one who was with them? They're jumping up in a circle.
Yeah.
Like I was literally walking by. And
It's awesome.
I'm like, who the hell are they? And then I walk.
And on the final play, Mariska Hargitay actually has her hands on the referee's shoulder.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Was it that girl from Haim that really ruined Zendaya's whole
Yes.
deal? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
the
What
drama?
a perfect casting.
Oh, my
because
God.
everybody hates that girl from Haim
You
in
know
that
what she
movie.
is? She's the modern day Joffrey. Remember Joffrey? in
What
Going
movie are we
Against the Wind?
talking about here?
The drama.
The drama.
Oh,
The drama,
okay.
yeah.
You know about that drama?
I know,
You know
what
what
the
happened.
twist is.
All right,
yes.
so like the twist starts from like a rehearsal dinner where it's the two couples, best friends, and Zendaya reveals
It's not a rehearsal dinner. It's just them going out to dinner.
it's a they're trying like
They're at the food tasting before the wedding.
Yeah, it's a late stage food tasting, really up against it for the meal that they're gonna serve at the wedding, and they're a little tipsy, and Zendaya reveals this thing, and the reaction from this lady from Haim. What's her name? The first name?
It's Alana.
Haim?
She looks
Haim
like
is a
Alana.
band. It's the Three Sisters.
Three Sisters.
Haim with a Y?
I didn't know what you're talking
No,
about.
it's
either.
Haim.
Yeah, Haim.
Like the first syllable.
They're
Hyman.
Jewish.
Haim. Yeah, they're friends with Taylor Swift.
Haim?
Haim.
Oh, Chaim, L'chaim.
Anyways, great casting. Everybody hated her.
Is King Joffrey the all-time most hateable
I liked him.
character?
No, come on.
I tuned in every
fuck are you
week.
talking
No,
about?
I tuned in every week because I'm like, this is so funny how bad this person is.
I think that the important thing to recognize, we're not saying this is someone who did a bad job. They're saying they did such a good job of portraying a bad person
Yeah.
that people legitimately hated the kid.
They kept turning the temperature up to the point that I'm like, I'm rooting for this kid.
When everyone after Game of Thrones and you go back and you watch Batman Begins and you realize
Oh, that's
he
Commissioner
is
Gordon's
the
son.
he is the little boy,
Yeah.
and there's that scene where Batman is hiding in the background and the kid is standing up. I want Batman to kill the kid
Yeah.
because it's Joffrey.
because that's Joffrey.
Yeah, we
Nah,
got-
I
I
that's
hate that kid.
That's how you save Westeros. You got to go back in time to a different movie and kill him as a child.
That's right.
before he grows
killing
into-
baby Joffrey.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's up. Like, who are the most hated people? I hear a lot. Skylar from Breaking Bad. I don't know.
I don't
watched-
understand
Never
that.
wrong
watched
interpretation.
Breaking
All right.
Bad, so I don't know. But
My
I
man
hear
from
it.
The Patriot.
Nah, he's not up there.
What?
He's not up there.
You ever see The
I
Patriot?
have. No, I have. Hey, man.
When he offs Heath Ledger?
Hold on. We're talking about the creme de la creme.
It's a creme de la creme
No,
bad
he's
guy.
not. No,
Yes.
he's not. No,
Yes.
he's not.
This is
Yeah,
the
it
Patriot,
is.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Heath
Unfortunately,
Ledger.
he's now more known as a Duke meme.
Yeah.
But he was, a real bad dude.
No, I know he was, but I just don't put him in the same.
You know about that comeuppance?
I don't put him on the same plane as Joffrey, as again Skylar from I don't know, but I like that to me is like a name.
Yeah.
That people always bring up in this conversation.
Yeah.
You can't go obscure here. Yeah, there are a lot of great actors that play villains.
That's not obscure.
The Patriot.
It was the American Revolution.
Ah.
I'll tell you what, the higher power in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that guy who tortures the animals.
Yeah, no.
I don't even remember that.
If I saw that actor in real life, I would spit in his face.
No.
Torturing animals? Are you kidding me?
I know, but like he's again. You're like
you're off
worse
base.
you're worse than Mike.
You're
Mike
off
at least
base.
has somewhat like a real person. This guy's he wasn't torturing animals. He's torturing these weird aliens that kind of look like animals.
What about Waingro?
Oh, I mean,
Waingro in Heat is a good one.
Yeah.
he ruined everything.
Yeah,
ruined everything.
but here's the thing: it's like
You know who has a little Waingro in him? Odysseus. Yeah, he could have got out of that cave, but you just had to. You just had to.
7 years with Charlize Theron.
no, but like you guys are doing this thing where it's like you're not picking someone who literally from then on we look at this person. We always say, all I see is that right, like. We're talking about actors that have delivered such a compelling performance. I cannot separate.
Well, also the kid who plays King Joffrey, he retired from acting.
Yeah, because we could not separate him from the character he played. Like, what you guys are describing are great actors who deliver great performances, but I see him in another movie, I'm like, oh, yeah, let me see what he's about.
All right, so the dude from Pan's Labyrinth.
I've only seen that movie once.
That guy was despicable.
I'll tell you what. We could do Game of Thrones again.
Who?
The guy who played Ramsay Bolton.
I don't know anybody's name in that show except for Joffrey.
That tells you how good of a job he did.
Yeah, that's why out of all the Game of Thrones deaths that resonated, that was the one for me.
But while Ramsay, tortured Sansa, killed Rickon,
You're just
do
saying
know
names. You made up half of those. I think it's an NWSL team.
Can't talk to you.
I'm trying to... Would Aemond in House of the Dragon be on that list?
No.
Not hateable enough?
No.
One-Eye Aemond, he's a prick.
You can't make me watch a spinoff.
Oh, it's a great show, though.
I'm not watching a spinoff of the show with the most disappointing ending ever. Hey, we just spun something off. No, thank you.
They got it back. They got the magic back.
Yeah, but it's a prequel.
It's a prequel, and they got the magic back. The magic is... You know why? They kicked the guys out. DB whatever and the other guy. What's his name? The two dudes. Everything they touch turns to
That
shit.
guy, yeah.
It's two guys. You know the two guys I'm talking about.
Caillou from Caillou.
Caillou.
I hate that kid.
Everyone hates Caillou.
I hate Caillou.
Everyone hates Caillou.
Everyone.
My kids hate Caillou.
People say I look like Caillou.
Well, I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more.
But that lady from Haim is in that class.
I love Pearl Jam. I'm Caillou.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Does everyone hate Caillou?
Yep. I'm trying to think. You guys understand what I'm talking about?
You
yes.
interrupted and all right. There you go.
I like this conversation, though, because the idea of Zaz hating Joffrey so much that he saw him younger in a completely different movie.
I wanted Batman, who doesn't kill, to kill him.
Yeah. There's got to be other examples. Waingro, he played by Kevin Gage.
You know that actor's name?
Yeah, I looked it up. But I know that actor's face.
Of course.
He's a great character actor.
Yep.
But he's I've seen him in other roles. I'm like, I can separate him from the role.
Yeah.
I can't separate Joffrey from anything else other than being Joffrey.
I'll do Ross from Friends. That guy
That's
is
a good one.
Annoying
That's
and
a good one.
wrong, by the way.
Jews.
Almost always wrong.
Jews.
And I cannot possibly separate
Are you
myself.
saying Jews?
Juice.
The juice.
Oh. Juice.
Zaz, how about
That's-
Kanan from Power?
Kanan from Power?
Yeah.
No, Tasha. Tasha's the one
No,
from Power. I don't like.
I'm going to tell you the
Cooper
one.
Sacks, the AD.
Hate
That
Tasha.
guy. I hated that
He was
guy.
comedic. I'm going to tell you who it was. Holly. Remember?
Yeah.
What's his name? White boy's girlfriend?
Yes, his name is White Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what
Tommy.
we call him. Tommy's girlfriend, Holly, who was the worst. It was the only time I've ever seen in modern times. She died a victim of domestic violence.
Mhm.
He choked her to death.
But you said it was her fault.
Dog, everyone on the internet
What
was
did
like,
you do to deserve
finally.
that?
They were like, finally she's out of here. And we're like, man, we're celebrating.
Well,
a
she
woman-
was trying to get Tommy to kill Ghost.
Yep.
Yeah, couldn't happen. And then, down the line, Lala, same fate.
I feel like Tony looks at me with utter shock that I watch Power.
I
I
was
was kind of shocked.
I was blown away when you
Great
started
show.
dropping Power lore.
It's a great show. I haven't seen all of the books.
Of course,
but
you're a busy guy.
yeah, I'm living my life, But that's a good show.
Yeah, your stories too.
Yeah, of course. I got to keep up with those. Have we come up with an answer? We were talking about this yesterday, I believe. What we call stadiums that continue to change. Like, do we go by the original name? What do we call a stadium where the naming rights continue to change? Very famously, right behind us here at the Elster Hotel, Kaseya Center, like that stadium arena, has had several different names, most famously American Airlines Arena for the first, 20 years. And now
AAA.
it's had several different names since the 20-year expiration.
So I was actually thinking about this when you were talking about that Saints game and that first game back in New Orleans and everyone was going crazy. And I said, Zach, real quick, where do the Saints play? Now, where do they play?
I think it's called the Caesars Superdome.
You know that name. To me, it's always going to be the Superdome.
Just Superdome, yeah.
Or if you twist my arm, I'll say Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
And matter of fact, the Falcons play in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
They stole the name. Yeah. So I've got some names of teams here, guys. And if I asked you, hey, where does this team play? I want to see if you guys know.
Oh, I like this game.
I like
All
this
right.
game. You want to give us some music, Roy? Maybe get this, spice things up a little bit here.
I like this, yeah.
All right.
There
we're
it
good.
sounds just like Chris. Good job. All right, so where do the White Sox play?
Comiskey.
Right? That's what I say.
U.S. Cellular Field.
That's, I think, the one time I went to a White Sox game, it was U.S. Cellular Field, but I still call it Comiskey.
I remember Barack Obama, who claimed he's a huge White Sox fan, called it Kaminsky. You can't do that.
Like Frank?
You can't.
Oh, Frank the Tank.
You can't call it Kaminsky if you claim you're a huge White Sox
Hold
fan.
on,
Come
so he can't misspeak.
He's a liar.
But you sit here and you call the Temple of the Doom, and you're a big Indiana Jones
Yeah, it's a
fan.
bad job out of me.
Okay.
Comerica Field.
The name is...
Detroit.
Ah, damn.
Can we throw it up on the screen? What's the name of the White Sox stadium?
Rate Field?
Guaranteed Rate Field, which is an awful name.
Would never know that.
Unless Guaranteed Rate is one of our sponsors, in which case it's an awesome name. Next one up, the Brewers. Where do the Brewers play?
That's Miller Park.
Miller Park, right?
Easy.
Always going to be Miller Park.
Sounds right, yeah.
The Brewers play in something called American Life
Really?
Insurance, American Family, some insurance company. Boring. What about the Giants?
The New York or San Francisco?
San Francisco
Safe
Giants.
Bell.
Candlestick.
AT&T.
Okay. You got to be in
I
the
know how to
bill.
play a game.
That one I know the answer. at this
So,
point.
yeah, Pac Bell is what I think about. I always think about Barry Bonds going yard.
The big Coke bottle that's like
McCovey
light
Cove,
up.
McCovey
the big
Cove.
glove.
Yeah.
The people in the kayaks. Oh, my God, another baseball, right? The hell of that? Which, again, doesn't it sink? Don't baseballs sink?
No, I think they
No,
float.
they float.
No, they
Floats?
float.
Wow. How about
Like bobbing
that?
for apples.
Bobbing for apples. No, it's called Oracle, which is where the Warriors used to play. I don't like that. Oracle Park? That doesn't sound good. Ooh, this is a good one. Where do the Steelers play? The
Oh, that's
Pittsburgh
Heinz Field.
Easy. That's
Three
Heinz.
Rivers.
Heinz. Heinz is a ketchup. Ketchup was made in Pittsburgh. Heinz. No, it's called Acrisure Stadium, which sounds like DJ Khaled trying to say the word accurate. It's accurate.
We act for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Finally. Oh, we just did the Saints. My bad. That was the finally. The Steelers. And there you have it, folks. Stadiums where we don't call them by their new names. We call them always by their old names.
Heinz.
Oh.
All right.
There you go. So I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday. You know, fantasy football is starting up. Everybody's got their. Has anyone had like their fantasy football draft
No,
yet?
but I'm mocking like crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
mocking Jeremy.
Yeah. Fantasy football drafts are going on all over the place. At the very least, you're setting your fantasy football draft date. Well, watch this video here at Buffalo Bills training camp, or maybe it was at the blue and red game. I don't know. And the fans whose seats were not obstructed, one of them was holding up a sign asking if a player can come over and make our fantasy league draft order. He's got 12 team names on the poster, and DJ Moore goes over, takes the Sharpie, and writes a number, 1 through 12, next to all the team names, and he sets the fantasy league's draft order. How cool is that?
Is it cool? Or if you're one of the guys who got 11 or 12, you're saying, man, fuck DJ Moore, man.
No, but whatever. It's completely random.
He completely screwed me over.
But it's no different from any other randomized way that you would pick your team's draft order.
You know what would have been the smart move is to name your team DJ Moore's the best. And that way he'd be like, oh, that guy's number one.
I like that.
But do you want the number one pick?
DJ Moore is the second best.
I'll tell you, man.
I'm going to give him 7.
The fantasy football punishments have gotten a little bit out of control. Like that's the very in thing. That's the chic thing where you have to have like a fun fantasy football punishment.
I'm going to go to Waffle House and I have to eat 24 I have to be there 24 hours and every hour I eat, you know that stupid thing.
No, man, there's so many worse
Well
ones
said.
where you got to pick fights with people and shit like that.
Pick fights
yeah,
with people?
man, like, you got to go up to like the biggest dude and say like, let's make out or something. Like I've seen like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and his buddies are all laughing. He gets chased down the street or whatever. Like, this is dumb.
They kiss and it's magical and they fall in love. And then next thing you know, you're at their wedding.
You got to do the thing like,
and then next thing you know, they're having arguments about, all you care about is fantasy football.
Yeah.
That's how we met. If it wasn't fantasy football, I wouldn't even know you.
I saw this one online last week, right?
Yeah.
Where Buddy had to enter a bodybuilding contest.
I
Get
saw
all,
this
get all
one.
greased up on there on stage with the other bodybuilders and do a bunch of poses and shit.
He was not a bodybuilder.
No.
That was the
Now,
joke.
he didn't look terrible. It wasn't like me going up there, all right?
You'd look fine.
But still, thank you for saying that. But still, that's embarrassing, right? You get up there, the bodybuilding contest.
I know of one where a dude had to be a mime for 3 hours or get $50. But as you know, mimes can't ask for money.
Yeah. You gotta put the hat out.
So he's got the bucket.
So he was out there for 3 hours performing as a mime.
What does a mime look like having sex anyways? Oh, I'm a mime.
Great reference. Cinephobe.
By the way, one of my fantasy leagues had Peter Dante, the guy from all the
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movies.
The guy who has no talent.
It's like the
Have you
quarterback
saw-
in Waterboy.
He's the one who's like,
I don't like Waterboy.
I don't like any Adam Sandler movie, but if you've seen any of them, you've seen Peter Dante, because literally those are the only movies he appears in.
Main character in Grandma's Boy.
Oh, yes. I like him.
I think.
No, he wasn't the main
That's
character.
Alan Covert.
That's Alan Covert.
I always get those two
Peter
mixed up.
Dante is the one.
But he's the other guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I know who you're talking about then.
He's the one. He's in all the Adam Sandler movies.
It's like, there go, but for the grace of God, Rob Schneider. Like, Rob Schneider should have been like Peter Dante, only in Adam Sandler movies and nothing else.
And this guy just did a 5-minute video saying our draft order while doing like Waterboy references.
Oh my!
Oh, that probably happens on Cameo
There he
all
is.
the time, right?
Oh.
Where you hire someone on Cameo
It's a
to
big time of year for Cameo.
I did that
people.
last year, actually, for a listener of the show. Now
Yeah?
that I'm thinking about it.
If you want to hire me, I'll do it.
Yep. Slash.
No, that
Doug-
was me saying if you want to hire
But I'm
me.
also
Doug-
on Cameo.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it funny too.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
These guys are just going like, oh, okay, picking first is. No.
I'll do it from the Marlins field if you're
No.
into that kind of
I'll
stuff.
do it naked.
You're getting great.
That's OnlyFans. Come on.
Only fans of the show can ask me to do that too.
Beautiful balls.
How much would it
I
take
knew
for
it
you
when
to
I
do
said
it?
it.
How much would it take for you to do it naked?
Well, I could be naked and not show it, like right? Like I could be naked and show like my thighs. And
Okay,
my
how
chest.
about it has to go from belly up?
Just beautiful balls.
You know,
Beautiful balls.
Basically, my business rate on Cameo. I'll get naked for that.
Business rate, really?
Yeah.
I've seen your business rate.
75.
Not that
before.
expensive. Not
Really?
that expensive.
Very,
Yeah.
very
Affordable.
Yeah, it's affordable. What he
No,
should do is put the phone like on the selfie mode and then put it on the floor and then step over it and then tell us
How he just does it standing over it?
standing over it, just right on top. Or you're looking up and you're like Willem Dafoe looking up like
Oh my God! It's a big giant.
Johnson.
Beautiful balls.
Tony, why did you come in here this morning?
Oh, Zaz, I'm happy.
Well, I mean,
I'm happy, Zaz.
are you happy?
Something happened to me for the first time in my entire life. You know when things are every man gets to a point where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna start enjoying the little things.
Birds and the bees. Gotcha.
And you go out for a walk. You know, your life is at a very crossroads moments when you start going out for walks and try to enjoy the little things in life. So I'm walking out by myself. Told my girls, hey, we go for a walk. Dad's gonna go just walk for a little bit and just clear his head.
Little dog walker.
No, just out there, just doing me. And I'm walking by this part of the neighborhood on the other side of the street, and a nice little shaded part of the neighborhood. This guy's got a bunch of trees, very unkempt house, right? It feels like an old house. Somebody who's probably older lives there. There was like a trash pickup, like dump in front of it. So it's just like a lot of stuff going on. So I'm walking around, looking around. Nobody walking a dog, nobody driving a bike, nobody nothing, right? Just me, just hanging out. All of a sudden, I walk by, and I look down, and I'm like, that can't be right. Look over, $60 on the floor.
Wow.
320s rolled up.
Wow.
Without dropping stride.
Was there a string attached?
Where were you?
I was just in my neighborhood.
What's the name of the street?
You want the exact street?
Not where your house is, but the street where the money was.
Too many details.
Not too many details.
Okay,
I
like,
can't.
what
I can't divulge that information.
9th Ave.
Oh man, I was just on 9th Ave. I
that's why
dropped
I can't
$60,
divulge
man.
that. I can't
That's
divulge that
mine.
information.
It
I'm
rolled
sorry.
up, right? It was rolled up.
There were 3 of them, right?
Yeah, that was mine.
It's
man.
$60, right?
Man, I've been stressing about
It was
that all
20s.
week long.
Was this attached to a driveway?
No, so it was the
Because you got to go up to the. If it is, you got to be a good neighbor.
Well, no,
you
here's
walk
the
up to the
thing.
door.
So It was a corner house, and it was on the bend of the corner.
Yeah, right around the bend of the corner. That's
Yeah.
where I was.
So you go to that corner house and you knock on the door and you say,
No,
"Sorry,
there was
excuse me,
no
did
car.
anyone-"
I remember checking
was
my
no car
phone
at the corner house.
I remember checking my phone. I'm like, what time is it? And then I put
then
my
boom.
phone back. And then by the time
Then
I
you
got
turned
to
the
where I was
corner,
going,
right?
I was like, wait, I had $60. What happened to him?
So
Thanks, man.
without dropping stride, walk by, whoop, pick it up, put it in my pocket, keep going.
In the age of Ring cameras, though, I feel like that
No, but the
move
house
was
that this was in front of was beat up. Like
ain't no Ring camera.
There's
on
no
it.
Ring camera. Like I said, I walk by. There is no Ring camera. There's no car in the front. The pool in the back, the fence is fallen, and the pool's green in the back.
Hold on, but
Oh.
Chris
So, like, I
is
feel like I'm
saying
good.
Chris is saying if you find it in a driveway, you have to knock on the door. I don't think I agree.
I think this depends on if it's like a neighbor I know, then I'm definitely gonna, hey, anyone
It's
here?
not a neighbor I know. I'm like 3 streets away from my
Oh,
street
okay.
on a corner bend. Like,
What are you doing walking 3 streets away from your home?
walking?
You're just
like me. I was just going for a walk. Happened to be in Tony's neighborhood. Didn't realize
taking
it.
a stroll, as Stugatz would say.
Yeah.
Just taking a walk, just doing my thing, just living life, just enjoying the little things, enjoying the shade, just,
I
It's so
have
nice out.
in the shade. In the shade, it's
The worst week of the year to do that.
I have a recurring dream where I find money. Now, I am looking forward to all of the mentions that are going to come my way on Twitter from you saying that. But I have a recurring dream where I'm like in the grass, I'm finding money, and it's not a little bit of money.
It's crazy. I have the same dream.
Anyone else have that dream?
I did it in real life.
No, nobody in the
No-
studio.
no
No
one
one
ever
else.
had it.
Just me and you.
Just
Weird.
me and Jeremy.
How
Yeah.
strange.
Only ones.
Buddy Badowski.
But for every act that makes you happy, you also are angry about something.
Yeah. So that same day, which was yesterday, me and my wife put the baby to sleep. Babe, I found $60 on the floor. Imagine that. Dinner tonight, wherever you want, baby.
Going
on
Sizzler.
that guy,
Going
whoever that,
Sizzler.
on Amin.
Yo, you dropped the ball because what you got to say is, baby, you'll never believe it. I found $20 on the floor.
Pocket the 40.
That's how you tell
Nobody's
all
the wiser.
gambling winnings to your wife.
We had a coach, like when you're the team that goes to the All-Star game, everyone on the staff gets tickets and to everything, like the whole thing, and good seats, right? And so we had an assistant coach who scalped his tickets, and then like for an absurd amount of money, they came home and was like, "Honey, you'll never believe it. I got $10,000 to these tickets." It was like multiples of that. The rest of it was all on the tables. Good times.
Hell yeah. So, go up to my wife, babe. Found $60 on the floor. Can you imagine that? All of a sudden I hear,
Yes.
looking around, I'm like, what in the hell was
It's
that?
karma at the door.
I'm like, what in the hell was that? It's on my roof. All of a sudden, dude, this is she's like,
When
"Do
you
hear
first
that?"
did
I'm
it,
like,
it sounded like a door knock.
No, it's not a door knock. It's like stomping.
Oh, it's Santa
but
Claus?
on the roof. And I'm like, what's he doing? It's August. And then, so the trash cans.
If it were
on
December, you would have thought
December,
Santa.
maybe he's early.
August, Santa's like, I dropped $60 the other day.
Did you find $60
Did
on
your
the corner?
kid lose a tooth?
No, she's still got teeth coming in, so
Yeah.
she's not on the losing part. All of a sudden, next to the house where I have the trash cans, I hear doof 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 in the trash cans, and I'm like, dude, this is crazy. What is that? It's like 10 cats. Like, remember the cats that I told you guys
Like
that
a-
I have
like
in the
a
back?
herd of
like
cats?
a herd of cats behind my house that live under my shed have now migrated. Now they're on top of my roof, fighting each other on top of my roof.
The cats lost the money?
Yeah.
So these are just two stories that don't relate?
But it happened at the same time.
That happened the same
No,
day.
there's going to be a twist. It's going to be like Seinfeld. They all come together.
They
at
all
the
come
end.
together. So, at night, right? That was around like 10:30, 11 o'clock, right? I'm like, I must be the cats. Like, it can't be anything else. We turn on the ring cam, didn't see anything. Turn on the cams outside, nothing. And I'm like, yeah, it's the cats. They're running on the roof. I don't know why, but they're running on the roof. All of a sudden, 3:30 in the morning.
Cats make the worst.
Dude,
dogs.
I pop up and I'm like, what the was that?
They make the worst.
Let me tell you
noises.
something.
It's literally like somebody outside my window screaming
Wailing.
bloody murder.
It's like a witch.
Wailing.
Yes, literally outside. So my first my first thought is, where's the baby? Where's my wife? Maybe the baby's crying. She took her to
There's
another
a
room.
cat witch.
It's an evil witch outside my house, screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where's my $60?
The $60 couldn't help.
Told you it all come together.
No, I'm gonna tell you, like, cats. I think most people watch cartoons and like, oh, cats go meow meow meow. I'm like, those are regular cat noises. When they're doing that shit at night, where it's like,
it's evil.
Nah, man. I watch Smurfs. That Osriel is a real piece of garbage. I know how cats behave.
That's one where if you saw him in anything else, you'd still like.
Osriel, I remember what you've done.
Yeah. Gargamel.
Mm-hmm.
Gargamel's a weirdo, huh? He wanted to eat the Smurfs.
Rough nose.
He wanted to eat.
The cats were banging behind the house. That's what
I
happened.
think we could have lost a $60 story.
No, so it's the dichotomy of man. It's like you feel great earlier in the day, and then all of a sudden your night is ruined because the cats are having sex outside your house. And it's like, for the $60, I would have rather not have the cats banging outside of my house.
And then he took the cats to get spayed or neutered, and what did he use to do? The $60.
Well, I haven't done that yet, and I heard that's free.
Oh. This guy. You're the bad guy from Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I don't know who that person is.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
The higher power.
Too many movies. The blue guy? Too many Marvel movies.
Oh, God, we've been through this.
The blue guy, wasn't it the Smurf?
Yeah.
That Gargamel wanted to eat? Why does he want to eat them, man? What about them looks like,
They do kind of look delicious.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to put them in like a stew.
I feel like this, I don't know. I think I'd rather eat the cat than eat the Smurfs.
Put it on the poll. Would you rather eat a cat or a Smurf?
Would you rather? Put it on the poll, Juju? Should Gargamel have eaten the Smurfs or Osriel?
Okay, so both of those?
No, just the one I said. I said it better.
Two different polls.
How much money do you find in that dream? Because for me, it's like it's a trail. It's
a trail of $60.
There's like I'm picking up like $100 at a time. It's a lot of money.
I'm picking up 180
because
it always starts with chai.
Are you rubbing your hands together as?
No.
Okay.
You probably should not do that on camera either. What's wrong with you?
Beautiful balls.
Birdman.
What happened to that boy?
Cats are weird, man.
I
like
love cats. I love them.
My wife thinks cats.
You guys like cats,
I
and
love
they're having
cats.
sex outside my house, sounding like an evil witch stealing a baby. That's what you guys like. You guys like that.
My wife thinks cats are the devil, so we would never be allowed to have a cat. But like, I'm good with. I'm a dog person, but I'm good with cats. But they make the worst noises, man.
Not if you treat them right.
What is that purring?
What do you mean?
What is it?
Just
It's a
purring?
weird ass noise. It's like coming from like their throat. They're not humming.
Well, it probably comes from their throat. Yeah.
It's just like a weird ass noise. I'm backing you up here, Zaz. Weird ass noise.
I think that's
purring.
fair. Let me look up what purring
Just
is.
purring.
And where does it come from?
It's like, oh, you're happy? Well, you sound weird. No, it's just like it's like a weird vibration.
Can
that
I hear it
conveys
again?
happiness. I'm not a good purr.
No, it was okay. Let me hear it again.
I'm happy right now.
You sound like a fat guy mulling over what to order.
Let me get the.
Sounds like a light snore.
I'm pissed off that the Vikings named a starter so soon.
Who
Could
they
use
name?
that. So that's $60. Sorry, I'll tell you that much. Dichotomy of man.
It is, man.
It literally is.
It is.
That's great.
It literally
It
is.
The Lord gave us, and the Lord took it away.
Exactly right.
Not everything is as straightforward as you'd like it to, Michael.
I had at least 2 more weeks of. They were hiding their quarterback when they won the national championship, ready to go.
But Zaz, you were telling me a story earlier that you were thinking of something to do this weekend, and that at Revolution there were a couple of bands that are cover bands for Pearl Jam and for Foo Fighters, and you were considering going. Have you made a decision at all on whether or not you want to go? You want to maybe pull the room?
I was actually just going to ask. Do you think I should go to the tribute show this weekend?
Nah.
Next weekend.
They're not playing next weekend.
What, do they tour?
You should see Ordinary Boys. Oh, that's right.
Who
you
cares?
don't know the Smiths.
No one cares about the Smiths, all right?
Beautiful balls.
Number 2, monstro. This is one where it's specifically if I have friends that are bigger in stature, my dad will call them monstro, which means monster in English. So he tells him, mi monstro, and he gives him like a big handshake. And it's always to the side. Like my dad goes in, then sideways handshake like that.
Like he's shooting someone.
Exactly right. Like, it's like right here, and then he switches it at the end of it, and then he gives a good grip and calls him monster. And number 1, and this one could have 2. This one could have like an extra additive. Like if you want the cheese, but no, I'm gonna add a pepperoni on top. All right. Number 1 is estrella. Oh wow. Number 1 is star. He calls them star, but this is the additive. Super estrella. If my dad really likes you, he doesn't know your name. Super estrella.
Greg, you just said moments ago something that I've heard you say most of the time that I've known you. I'm just a small, private individual.
Right.
Yeah, is that on your catchphrase list? Because I have not heard it yet in your 50, and I think it's an omission because I'm guessing it's probably not in your top 15 either. And I've heard you use that for a long, long time. Is it another one that you have forgotten? Just admit yes or no. Just give me some honesty. Is this or is this not on your list? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
Did you forget it? Yes or no?
It has been mentioned. I think it just didn't make the cut.
That's the second one today that we've discovered that he's overlooked.
Chris, true. He's lying to me right
That's
now.
a skeptical Dan Le Batard
I mean,
post.
that's a
I
lie.
can see it.
Chris, that's a lie. Yeah, the Little League theory is better than that. No, there are 50 on that list, not as good as I'm just a small private individual. Like, you forgot it. I need you to admit it.
I did not forget it. It was considered. It was brought before the board.
It was,
and it did not
Chris,
quite.
is he
make,
telling the
I don't
truth?
remember seeing that one. There are a lot that have made that we've thought of and that are on the cutting room floor, but I don't remember that one. To Dan's point,
Are you ready to update the list of catchphrases because
Yes.
it doesn't? You are ready?
Yeah, and by the way, I will defend at all cost the Little League theory. Okay, don't besmirch the Little League theory.
All right, I'm going to write down right now, when you give this list, I'm going to write down all the ones that I believe to be worse than I'm just a small private individual.
You can't write that fast.
Let's go. Let's test me. Let's go ahead and test me.
All right.
Testy today, Dan.
He really is, very combative.
Literally,
Nothing's good enough for you
let's
today.
test it.
All right.
Well, he's just lying. He's just lying.
I'm not
He's
a liar.
lying. And sardines don't belong in the conversation that we were having about ground beef being
Wait,
traded
it's versatile.
for
You don't
ham.
get Caesar salad without it.
No, I've eaten sardines my whole life. I love the little key they have to roll back the metal can. I used to buy sardines just because of the can.
I'm on strangely that algorithm where I see old sardine cans being opened.
Yeah, isn't it great?
It is.
It is great.
It is great.
it can't
Cody.
be great.
There's something soothing about it, right?
Yeah, the one
Greg,
thing I don't like about that though is the sound. That
I like the whole
sound of
experience.
metal breaking from metal.
Honestly, the sound boosts your argument here because sardines are an entire experience
Yeah,
where
it
filet
is.
mignon may not be.
Yeah, no, that's very true. What's the word for getting off on the sound of food? ASWM or something? Or
Oh,
no,
ASMR.
Getting off on the sound of food.
No, ASWM or what's it called? Awesome?
ASMR.
ASMR.
Listening to people eat.
Yeah, right. I'm into
Getting off on it.
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing.
We used to say that.
I got
That was
many
a
people
phrase.
come up to me and say, that thing that you did with Sam Van Gundy, I jerked off to it.
I'm a sucker for listening to people eat, but I've never gotten off to it.
Okay.
I mean, all right, so much to cover here.
Okay.
So it's not getting off to the sound of food. I don't even know what the sound of food
Oh, no, there
is.
are people that do.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's what I was going
It's
for.
the lip smacking,
No,
though.
there's a whole seedy underbelly of ASMR, which is just people cranking it.
It's strange noises. It's not the sound of food. I still don't know what the sound of food is. What's the sound of food?
It's the sexual fetish no one talks about.
What is the sound of food? Describe to me the sound of food. Is that what you're describing? The sound of chewing? The sound of...
Oh, there's crunch.
And also it's, that's good.
My dick just jumped.
I saw it.
In Dan's defense, I've never heard a banana make a noise on its own, though.
The sound of food.
When you peel it, there's a sound. A
little bit.
It's
Very appealing.
A little.
So what?
Yeah, there's like a perforation.
I've never
If
heard
you
that.
have a
from
really
the banana.
high-end microphone, you can hear it.
All right, I'm going to go get a banana.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Is there something soothing about opening a can of sardines?
Big Dog is perfect.
It's good.
I walk in, I put my stuff down at the table, I say good morning, a collective good morning to the 3 people who are sitting at the table, and Lewis just goes, "You have your hat today, right?" The fuck?
Nice hat, asshole. Bald people. Nice hat, asshole.
You have a hat, right?
Nice hat, asshole. Nice hat, asshole. Nice hat, asshole.
You have a hat, right? In order to disguise his baldness.
You're bald.
Zaslow wears the cap.
You're bald.
I'm not into fashion. Bald people.
You're bald.
Nice hat, asshole.
What kind of way to greet me is that?
You're so bald that people are comfortable telling you upon greeting you that you need to do something with your appearance.
You can't do the plugs and the dye. You got to pick one.
People aren't still doing toupees, are they?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Nice hat, asshole.
Fake hair toupee.
Nice hat, asshole.
He looks bad without a hat.
Nice hat, asshole.
Bald capital B.
Nice hat, asshole.
Your brain beat me.
Why is it okay for everyone to make fun of people who are bald?
Just because you're bald doesn't mean you can take it out on other people.
You're bald!
You say the toupee business is booming.
Google Jamie Foxx toupee.
Dom Capers.
Bald people.
I'm sorry, Sass.
I was just looking at Bill Self and Carl Ravitch.
Zaz, what was your reaction to seeing Dave Hyde say that he had been laid off by the Sun Sentinel?
I guess not surprised, but didn't like it. I think Dave Hyde's fantastic. He'd been really good to me over the years, and yeah, I guess it's disappointing, but not surprising, right?
Am I led to think that Greg Cody's secretly happy about Dave Hyde being laid off?
I reject the implication of my inner voice. And I was surprised, if we're being honest. Would not have been surprised had he just said, "I'm retiring." Very surprised that the Sun Sentinel had the audacity to lay him off. That to me was surprising.
Is it true, Greg? There's a rumor going around. I don't know all the context, but there's a rumor going around that when someone arrived here this morning, they saw you in this room by yourself on the phone, and you said, "We won."
I cannot confirm that. No, I cannot confirm that at all. I've got, that's, I have nothing to do with that. So,
we had plenty to do with it.
What's going on here?
The last cowboy standing.
All right. Yeah, I am the last cowboy standing, although I'm sitting right now.
Cuddled up next to our wife.
I should be on a horse.
Gave her a nice spoon from the back. Said, "Honey, we won."
All right. Inner voice, you're fired. I want a new inner voice.
What am I, Dave Hyde?
Oh, God.
What a great day.
All right. This is going off the rails. I have nothing but respect
Thank you,
for
Sun
Dave Hyde.
Sentinel, for having the courage.
Courage?
Yes. The
Quite the
courage to do the right thing. Honestly, it should have been done years ago. We could have called this race long ago. I'm the man. Did what needed to be done.
So I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but is James Harden on a team?
Yeah.
He is?
I mean, he's not signed to a team, but
Why not?
He's on the Cavs. Well, I'm glad you asked this question. What the Cavs are doing is they know, and James knows, he's coming back. But if they sign him to his new deal, it takes away a lot of flexibility. So what they're trying to do is do some other deals and then turn around and there's Peyton Watson, who's a restricted free agent for Denver.
Well, why isn't this happening then?
Well,
what are we waiting for?
You gotta reach a fever pitch of like where Denver is going to be leveraged out of its mind and have to figure out. You don't want to make this decision easy for Denver
because we're not that far away from training camps.
Yeah. This is how you do it. This is how you draw it out. That's why people hate restricted free agency because like the offer sheets are slow to come by because that's part of the strategy is to put them in a position where they have to make a decision under duress. The other one is Jonathan Kuminga, which I think is their backup plan. I think they want Watson. If they can't get Watson, they get Kuminga. Kuminga is an unrestricted free agent, so that one is, I won't say easy peasy, but it's like you can do. It's a lot more straightforward than the dance that is restricted free agency. But all of that is able to happen because Harden remains unsigned. It's not because they know exactly how much they're going to pay him. It's just they're waiting for that to get resolved.
All right. So yesterday we spoke a lot about Kawhi Leonard and the statement that came out from the NBA in response to ESPN's reporting.
Yeah.
And ESPN's reporting was essentially that the league, at least as of right now, has found no connection to Ballmer funneling money to Kawhi Leonard, and that now the focus of the investigation is whether there was improper contact in regards to someone from the Clippers setting up Kawhi Leonard with a sponsorship, which I would assume would be, a much lighter punishment than if they were to find something else. What's next here?
I don't even know if that's technically against the rules.
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it is.
Hey.
Right? I mean...
Hey, Kawhi, you should meet the Mattress King.
No, you can't.
I think you guys will get along. All right, see ya.
You can introduce, but it's like...
That has to be it after that.
Yeah, you got to be like, and there's to use Steve Ballmer's words, then it's off to the races for them. Again, the part that I look at with great skepticism is the idea that these two companies, Aspiration and Daktronics, wanted to pay a guy more money than they've ever paid a celebrity endorser to not endorse their stuff.
Now, is that right there, everything you just said right there, that's fact, right?
Yes. Well, we know yes, the aspiration part is fact. We know what the contract was. We know that when they did not meet the payment or whatever, then they went bankrupt. He filed for, hey, you owe me money. Like, that's fact.
So even with just that, he has been paid a lot of money, more than other people in these business companies have ever been paid for endorsement deals, and he didn't actually do any endorsing. So that right there, those facts.
Yes.
That right there, how doesn't the league...
That's my point.
Just look at that and, why can't we... This is not a court of law, okay?
Yes.
This is not a court of law. So just with that information right there, how doesn't the league say, okay, this is really shady?
So again, I got to specify. I'm talking about the aspiration one because we have the contracts, we have the payment, we have the filing as a creditor.
What about Daktronics?
Daktronics, look, that's still, we're doing the uncovering an investigation on that, right? But in this case, I've seen the contract. I've seen how much was owed. I've seen him file. All these things are out there. The paperwork is out there. And the two lines of the collective bargaining agreement is the violation is such compensation is substantially in excess of fair market value of services rendered, right? That's one. Actually, three statements. Statement two, that this was furnished or made for the benefit of the player or any person, entity controlled, related to, or acting with authority on behalf of the player, meaning Kawhi doesn't need to be in on it. If his agent and his uncle were the ones doing it, Kawhi had nothing to do with it, that's still bad. And number three, and this is the big one, guys, this is the one where, I don't know how anyone can argue this. Evidence that the player contract or any term or provision thereof cannot rationally be explained in absence of conduct violative of sections this and sections that. That's what it comes down to. It's number one, he got paid. We know he got paid by Aspiration way more than what they paid Drake, what they paid Leonardo DiCaprio, what they paid RDJ, all three of whom did stuff.
Tony, you heard about DiCaprio, right? Where he has sex with girls with the headsets on, right?
Yeah, loud music, so he doesn't hear them.
It's weird.
The best part.
Anyway.
And we know that that's obviously from fair market value. We could say that's not fair market value. And we know that it happened. So what is the argument? That's the part. The Clippers, it's that rational to believe. The Clippers Aspiration loved Kawhi so much. They thought it was more important to pay him to do nothing, contractually do nothing. Because we read that contract too. People forget that was in the first episode where it says basically all you have to do is like or retweet or make a post unless it conflicts with your beliefs. And as David Sampson points out, usually when you have a clause like that in a contract, they will have a list of beliefs in there. For example, if I am a spokesperson for McDonald's, and obviously I don't eat pork. They would say, okay, and you got to be shown eating McDonald's products and loving it and whatever. It's like, unless it conflicts with my beliefs, I don't eat pork, so I'm not going to have the McRib, right? It'll say, Muslim diet will not eat pork products. That would be defined in there. It's not just like, what's my belief? Well, my beliefs are, I don't like when the fries are cold. Like, that's not, you can't just make up the belief as you go along, which is how that contract was worded. It was basically, if you don't feel like it, you don't have to do it.
What if your belief is you don't believe in working after you get paid?
A no-show job, right? And so that's the other part of this is where, like I said, these things are circumstantial. They can be circumstantial. Circumstantial evidence. We know that they've asked multiple teams in the past.
And again, it's not a court of law.
About no-show jobs. Like all of this, that's why I said, look, I'm not saying that they got to get the maximum penalty. I'm just saying there's no way you could say, oh, I don't know, I didn't find anything. I just don't understand how that could happen.
So one of the prevailing theories here, and things that have been shared on this show by Dan, is the theory that the NBA wants this to go away because, in part, they're scared of Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
Why aren't they scared of the players' union? Because
Does it seem
seems
like the players' union even cares?
Well,
Yeah,
I think
they
they
do.
would. I think
They're
they would start caring if they see what appears to be unfolding right in front of our eyes, which is
Meaning that owners could do whatever they want?
and that Kawhi and Uncle Dennis seem to be the fall guys here.
So, yeah, so
although Lawrence Frank does look like a fall guy, professionally.
The union has been vocal. David Kelly's the new president, just took over a few months ago. He's been very...
Not David E. Kelly, right?
No, that's a different guy.
Yeah.
That's a great TV guy.
He wrote
Ally
The Practice.
McBeal.
Yeah,
Ally
but
McBeal, The Practice, yeah.
This whole plan, I mean, it's a cynical view.
Boston Legal.
And again, it should be mentioned that the NBA statement via Mike Bass was very, very strong.
And immediate.
Yes. They said that there were a lot of inaccuracies.
So this is what I would say from the union standpoint, right? The union is on top of this, and they are, as they should be, defending their constituent, Kawhi Leonard. The most of the player responses to this case are so, I call them cliff notes. You guys aren't listening or what? You're basically...
the responses are so vapid is what they are.
Vapid, except Draymond Green. Because Draymond Green actually made the argument that should be made, which is, if nothing is done about this, then why do we have a salary cap? Right? Like, if the whole thing is a salary cap is in place to stop owners, protect them from themselves, to stop them from overspending, but you put a salary cap in, you limit how much people get paid, and then some owners just get to say, nah, fuck it, I'll spend what I want anyway.
Right, but what Draymond said was Draymond then also said that if that's the case, if nothing happens, then the punishment should be there's no salary cap anymore. Hold on. That's a reward for Steve Ballmer. If there's no salary cap is a reward for the wealthiest owner.
But that's the point he's making. It's not a punishment for Steve Ballmer, but it's a punishment for the other 29 assholes who are like, oh shit, now we have to do this. And that's why when people say, oh, the owners don't want this to go down because they don't want what happens if someone investigates them. Like, no. If you allow this to happen, if you say, hey, second round pick, let bygones be bygones, right? Then essentially what we've done is said, you know what? Now, to use Steve Ballmer's parlance, it's off to the races for everybody. Now let's figure out how I can pay my guy.
The precedent has now been set.
Right. So you asked me about James Harden, right? And they're going to try, the Cavs are going to try to make a deal to get Peyton Watson or Jonathan Kuminga, whoever, and then afterward figure out what they're paying James Harden. Well, what if they didn't have to do that? What if they could just sign guys and say, Harden, you're going to make $3 million. And, oh, by the way, Dan Gilbert owns one of the biggest mortgage companies. Hey, you like mortgages? All right, here, I get some mortgage money. Hey, we got a casino across. You want some of this casino money? If we're going to just do this, and the slap on the wrist is going to be, or the punishment is second-round pick or whatever, fairly lights up, it's absolutely worth it. That's why it's important. That's what people are like, why y'all care? Why y'all pocket watching Kawhi? This isn't about Kawhi Leonard. It's about Steve Ballmer. It's about the richest owner in the league allegedly being allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, it's about an uneven playing field.
You have to. If you care about the way this works, you have to care about this. If you don't, then let's all go to Ozark and become Jason Bateman and just set up money laundering left and right.
What a show.
Great show.
What a show.
Any hateable characters on there?
I mean, the wife, of course.
She's one. She's one where it's like, even though it's balanced, but like I see her face and I'm like, oh,
Marty eats a lot of shit from her.
Mm-hmm.
See, it seemed, and I haven't seen Ozark in the same way you haven't seen Breaking Bad, but I have a feeling it's kind of the same
Ozark
dynamic,
is
which is
so
like
good.
ultimately they were actually right. Like Skylar White is right.
she's pretty
No,
evil.
she's
Pretty
evil.
wrong.
Okay,
She's evil.
so because that show was made after, so maybe they learned from the Skylar White of it all.
Skylar really did nothing wrong.
Skylar ultimately does one thing kind of wrong, but it's not as wrong as
sleeping with Beneke?
Oh,
Well,
God,
she
Ted
did-
Beneke. I mean, that guy.
Look.
You know what? Make him a hateable character.
She,
All right.
she did join in on the money laundering.
The wife on Ozark.
I'm not liking how this is sounding.
What?
Sounds like we hate women.
What?
Well,
John,
that's what I'm
And-
trying to
and
say
if
is you
you
shouldn't hate Skylar White.
And if you hate any woman from Ozark, it's Darlene.
Why, Darlene?
No,
yeah.
stop that. Darlene was fine.
What?
Darlene was fine.
She was
Darlene
an
was
evil woman.
She was
And
fine.
she was a
She was-
sexual predator.
She was fine.
Look,
Darlene was fine. You're gonna want to walk that one back, or rewatch Ozark. One of the two.
That woman was awful.
Do you know which one Darlene was?
I know exactly who she is. I know exactly who she is. Her character, I didn't feel like I hated her.
She was with a boy.
She was a sexual predator.
Took care of the baby too.
Yeah.
Well, if they're like 15 or 16, it's fine.
It's the Ozarks.
You actually
different.
sounded
With that
like
woman,
a boy.
Megan Kelly
That's
said.
what his voice sounded like in Ozark.
So clearly, though, the story from ESPN is coming from the LA Clippers. Like, that's the Clippers wanting to put it out
Horrifying
there that
lady.
we didn't do anything wrong.
Like, again, I always trust the people, the real people who work in this industry. I'm not talking about like, oh, I got 7 million followers on Twitter. I'm talking about like actual people employed to do this. I trust that the information that they got is information that they have verified from their sources. I always question the sources. So I would imagine whenever you hear a story, especially if it's a story about opinion, not like so-and-so's getting traded, but it's just like this is what's happening or this is what's happening. You always have to ask yourself, who does this benefit?
Yeah.
Who does this slant benefit? For instance, when Kawhi Leonard was with the Spurs and he was hurt, and we're getting all these stories about, like Kawhi's actually fine, but like he just he's drawing this thing out, whatever. I remember going on The Jump, and I'll never forget this because Rachel Nichols led the segment and said, look, a lot has been said on both sides. I said, no, it hasn't, Rachel. A lot has been said on the Spurs side. I know because every news story is about how Kawhi's awful, and that's it. Like, we don't hear any rebuttal because some people actually respect the keeping it within closed doors, which the Spurs used to do up until then. Then all of a sudden, they were the chattiest organization in the world. So when you see all the stories are about this, clearly it's not coming from him. It's coming from them. And so now this is different because obviously there's an investigation going, and the people doing the investigating cannot comment. The NBA, as Mike Bass reminds us in his statement. But yeah, if you're reading something that seems so over the top beneficial to one side.
But we really respect these reporters.
Sure.
Who for ESPN who put this story out.
So when you do a story, like this is the journalism rule. You got to have two independent sources, right? So it can't be like I talked to one guy from the Clippers and another guy from the Clippers. That doesn't work. What's another constituency that would want that to be the
You
story?
writing this down, Chris?
Right? Who else? The Clippers, clearly, it benefits them. Who else would it benefit?
People from the businesses that are being implicated?
They wouldn't know anything about the investigation. Who else would it benefit? It benefits Kawhi Leonard, who is not a Clipper, right? So who represents Kawhi Leonard in this? The Players Association. Players Association, Clippers, two independent sources, but they have a vested interest in the story being a certain way. So if I hear something over here and I go over there, and by the way, this is me connecting dots, Basketball Illuminati.
And the
every
Clippers are an
Wednesday.
independent story.
Basketball Illuminati, every Wednesday, keep your third eye open. I'm doing a plug, right? Connecting the dots, keeping my third eye open. I'm just saying, if I was looking for someone to verify information that seems a certain way, that would also verify the situation because it is beneficial to them, it would be these two these two entities, the Clippers and the Players Association.
And the Clippers are an independent source because they've kind of traded Kawhi? That's why?
No, they're an independent source because, like, hey, it came from us, right? Like, so let's say, we're playing hypotheticals here. I'm already walking on a tightrope, folks. Let's just assume my name is John Armstrong, and I am the assistant legal second in command of the Clippers, right? Mm-hmm. And look, I can't be on the record, Jonathan, but let me tell you, they haven't found anything connecting us with stuff. You didn't hear from me.
You
right?
playing a white guy?
There's no John Armstrong is.
You don't know who that is.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get a visual.
So then you're like, wow, this is great, but I can't run off of just one opinion. I've got to get a second opinion that isn't connected to them, isn't a Clippers or employer, because obviously then it's just the marching orders. So I'm going to call around and call here and call the league office, no one wants to talk to me, whatever, and I'm going to call the Players Association. You didn't hear it from me. My name is Cam Jabloni. Cam Jabloni. It ends with a vowel, so don't do it.
I'm not.
It's an ethnic name. That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
You want to
So
know?
the thing that confuses me the most about the sequence of events.
By the way, that
was-
LED screen behind Tony is scaring
By the
me.
way, she killed her husband in self-defense. Let's be honest,
It is
and also
scary.
Wyatt was of age.
Yeah.
Clear of
win.
age.
Honestly, big win.
She was a predator.
She was not a predator.
He was
Hair
younger.
beard.
Oh, so if it was the other way around, you'd be fine. You're like, Hugh Hefner can have all these young broads around.
Exactly right.
But poor
But then he reported Epstein to the feds.
hero.
It's quite the narrative shift.
Yeah.
And then I realized, but he was, he's got his own complicated legacy.
Sure.
Also,
as does Darlene.
Sleeper body.
Really?
You remember that one scene where everyone's like, I kind of understand.
Wyatt was like, oh, there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
go
It
back
might
to
kill
Oka.
me, but hey.
Look at that smile on Zaz. He knows the lighting.
Apologize to Darlene's ass.
Her husband was so afraid of her.
Capitulate.
She killed him.
So what I don't understand about the sequence of events is ESPN has to take this story to the league, right? Because they're looking for comment.
They did, yep.
So why isn't the league statement that came out later included in that story as the official comment and stance?
Brother, you got to talk to the editors over there.
It seems orchestrated.
That's the part where it's like I can't speak to how they frame stuff. Yes, they approached the league. Yes, the league declined to comment. Did they mention it in the story? No. Or you saying like the statement by the league?
The statement of the league was so strong and immediate that it could have been part of the story, which is a huge part of the story at that point because it is a very strong statement from the league, the likes of which you don't often see. I don't know. It feels like a game is being played.
A game being played between two for what end?
I don't know, but that's a very strange release.
I think, look, by the league, I don't think it's strange at all.
Why wasn't it included? Why wasn't there? Why wasn't it their initial stance?
Because I think ESPN, based on what I've seen in the aftermath, is they stand by the reporting. They're like, hey, we stick by our sources, we stick by our reporting, like whatever the league is saying. Because it wouldn't be the first time someone said that's not at all how it happened, and then a little bit later the thing comes out it's like, oh, that's exactly how it happened. You guys were just denying for the sake of denial. That could be happening here. I don't know. I'm not telling you that the league absolutely is going to punish the Clippers or punish Kawhi Leonard or whatever. All I'm saying to you is they should, right? But ESPN's reporting might be accurate. That's the part where I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying like these guys don't know what they're talking about. It might be
got
accurate.
a Pulitzer winner over there too.
They sure do. DVN, right?
DVN.
There you go.
Who was attached to the story? Was that who's who of their big
Ramona,
their big J's.
DVN, Baxter, Shams, right? That was the four.
Yeah.
Those are really good reporters, folks. I'm not. That's why I made I led off with, hey, if you do this shit for real, I always will trust that your reporting is vetted and accurate, right? But ultimately, every report is based on somebody told me some shit. So if there are enough people, I could say.
Yeah, but Pablo's reporting is also, they literally have the receipts.
Yes. Well, I mean, we have documents, right? We have paperwork.
Yeah,
we have people who work for the company.
You have sources. You have sources, but you also have hard
paper,
copies.
Yeah. But even our sources aren't people hearing shit. These are like, yo, we did it. They made us. They told us, yo, don't worry about it, right? Like the one in the Daktronics episode. The guy's like, yeah, we had emails about this. So, yes, it's still a source. We're still trusting a source, but it's like these are the people who are the whistleblowers, pretty much. But again, I'm never going to look at Ramona or Shams or DVN or Baxter and say, you guys, this was like very done haphazardly, quickly, whatever. I believe they are getting information from sources. All I'm saying is your sources may be incorrect.
Okay, I want to shift gears to the other basketball team because this story is getting more interesting by the day, and it seems like another scandal is brewing.
The Sacramento Kings?
No,
Oh.
I'm talking about
Further south.
Okay, gotcha.
the Los Angeles Lakers.
LA south of Sacramento?
Yeah.
I don't know where anything is.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Did you know that LA was south of Sacramento?
Huh.
I already told you we've been through. I don't know where anything is.
Hundreds of miles south.
Okay.
It's
Like
closer to
9 hours driving south.
Did you know that San Francisco is north of Los Angeles?
Nope.
Huh.
Did you know that Los Angeles is west of us?
Yes.
Okay.
That part. Yeah, but only because of tip times.
Time zone.
All right. So it seems as though the NBA and its board of governors approved an owner that didn't actually have the money to purchase the Lakers, which is why he had to, in record time of being approved as an owner, felt compelled with just 2 phone calls to agree to sell to the Iger-Kushner group. Iger! But in researching the net worth of Kushner and Iger and understanding that there's more partners in this, but Kushner is worth, I mean, who knows anymore because of how things are going in this administration.
Yeah.
But
Thrive Eternal has a lot of money.
yeah, $5 billion is a number that I've seen out there.
Thrive Eternal, which is the actual money behind it, is worth a lot more.
Okay, but Bob Iger is worth $600 million.
Yeah.
And are we just doing this again, or is there someone else here whose name is being kept private that actually has the biggest equity in this?
So again, there's a great.
Is this a theory? You getting this from somewhere?
No, there's been some. I mean, Henry Abbott did something. Pablo reposted with eye emojis.
Yep.
There's an Abu Dhabi link here, folks.
Yes. So a couple things. Number one is great episode of Basketball Illuminati out today. We talked to Yaron Weitzman. Yaron wrote the book about the Bus family.
Yeah, we've had him on before.
Yeah, so everyone knows Yaron, right? He's a great reporter, great writer, right? And very good on these type of topics. He's kind of top level, especially when you talk about this particular team. We talk about all of this, which is the Kushner-Iger group, which is now just conveniently being called the Iger group, right? Just sports washing at its finest.
The remaining bus is called the Iger-Kushner group.
Yeah. So
they seem to be down.
So the Thrive Eternal is the name of the company, the not hedge fund, private equity fund, right? And it's a capital holding company. And this is a direct letter from Josh Kushner to the backers of the $65 billion investment firm Thrive, right? The principles that have guided Thrive since inception remain the same. What has changed the world is the world around us. I want to use this letter to share what we are seeing and how we are applying our strategy to this moment. And basically the principle is, to skip ahead, we believe an investment firm could be opportunistic.
You're at the menu again. You're looking at the menu. What do I want?
Yeah, make that noise purr for me. Yeah. Culture is a word that is easy to overuse but hard to define. For us, it has always meant a small number of simple things taken seriously. Basically, this is so long, I can't find the exact part. But basically, in this long-ass letter, it says they want to buy brands that have, like, staying power above everything, right?
Okay, that's a statement from Josh Kushner.
Yes.
The lifelong progressive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the lifelong Democrat, yeah. And so the idea is, like, they think all of these things that we're seeing now that are getting a lot of purchase or whatever, like, a lot of it is, like, fleeting. They want the things that are like going to stand the test of time. That's why they went after FIFA.
I was a lifelong Democrat too.
That's why they're going after the Lakers, right? It makes total sense from the Thrive Eternals point. That's what the Eternal is about. Like these brands will last forever, right?
Yeah, but isn't this how we got in the mess? Like...
No, well, we'll see. The Mark Walter mess is Guggenheim and Mark Walter did not have the money to pull this off. They didn't have the money to pull this off, so they had to go get private equity from elsewhere to through the Sovereign Wealth Fund to even have the wherewithal to do this. And now this is the part where the timeline becomes murky. We don't know how exactly this happened because what he is being investigated for, in essence, bloviated his actual worth. So was that to fool the NBA or was that to fool the Emiratis to invest in him? $10 billion, which 2 months later, he puts in the bid to buy the team. And then after that, he gets investigated by the feds. His laptop and his phone get confiscated in a raid of his plane. And then 2 months after that, the NBA ratifies the purchase. So this all happens bang, 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 bang. We talk all about this on Basketball Illuminati today.
All right, so I have more questions. Part of Steve Ballmer's defense was, hey, I'm a victim. I got scammed too. And these people, are bona fide scammers. Did the NBA get scammed? Or were they just so consumed about increasing the values of these franchises and having the Lakers sell for that amount? And a local example, if you will, was FTX. Bruce Sherman did not necessarily have the money to operate the Marlins as a prestigious ball club, and he overspent, and a lot of fans were frustrated that we're operating like this small club because our guy didn't have the money, and Major League Baseball didn't care about sustainable growth after that. They just cared about $2 billion in that sale. So was the NBA consumed with getting the market value up there, so much so that they didn't actually do proper due diligence on?
So people ask the question: did they know and just were purposefully negligent, or did they not know and they were naively taken advantage of? And I would say to you, this is one of the weird times where it doesn't matter. Intent doesn't matter. What matters is ultimately $10 billion. What? Like, that's what mattered. And everything else, whether you know or you don't know, you got hypnotized by the number $10 billion, and that's what led to all this. But again, it follows a trend. Again, we talk about this on Basketball Illuminati. Keep your third eye open wherever you get podcasts. This trend of, like, if you look at NFL owners, most NFL owners, their wealth is rooted in something physical, industry. If you look at the NBA, a growing number of these teams, the owner's wealth comes from private equity or from tech or from all these things that are, by nature, very volatile. Meaning, like mortgages, right? The idea is like, Matt Ishbia, we talked about this also on Basketball Illuminati, he's just had one of the worst quarters ever for his company. He had to bring in some equity to float him some money.
That might be the next franchise open.
But that's what I'm just saying.
Already?
But dude, if your money is like a roller coaster,
nobody's buying mortgages right now.
Right. The mortgage rates have been insanely high for so long.
Why? Everything's going so great.
all of his stuff is starting to fray. So you look at all of these guys who have their money in things that are not like tangible, right? Like even someone like Tillman Fertitta, who I would say is tangible, right? He's got restaurants, he's got casinos and stuff like that. But it's still kind of like,
it's fringy.
It is fringy. Like, it's not like owning U.S. Steel or some shit like that where it's like, okay, we're
you sold Microsoft.
Yeah. So all of these kind of sources of wealth, which allow them to come in over the top with massive offers, are also susceptible to, oh shit, now I'm not quite as rich as I thought I was.
I mean, when you think about the Iger-Kushner group, however you want to do it, Thrive Eternal, like, isn't this actually a lifeboat for the NBA, being like, these are people with real money, right?
Right.
Walton had Fugazi money, Ponzi scheme money, where it's like, yeah, we got the $10 billion. I think my boy over there's got it. He'll pay you when he's ready.
Yeah.
This is like Thrive Eternal has, like you said, $70 billion in market
like
cap
that,
of what they have in their fund. And the NBA is probably looking at it like, okay, perfect. Somebody that actually can pay the bills if the bills come due is a really important thing.
Right. They're not like Guggenheim, where Guggenheim, they were like, oh, let me do this and move this thing around, and like, oh, look, now we got the money, right? And people are pointing out, Josh Kushner, he's already vetted because he was part owner of the Heat before that. So he's already
And the Grizzlies,
vetted.
too, I think.
And the Grizzlies before that. Guess who else was a part owner of a team before? Mark Walter. He owned 27% of the Lakers. He bought in 2021. So he was vetted, technically. So I think all of these things have a risk inherent to them. It's just, man, how do this all happen? Because Adam opened the door for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Private equity and sovereign wealth funds did not used to be able to buy in.
And they're okay with the pitfalls of this. It's just bad headlines. Meanwhile, the values keep going up. You can survive this stuff, but this ownership group, from the LA Dodgers to Chelsea FC, franchises are changing hands at a really rapid pace in ways that we're not accustomed to.
Well, this is fascinating for Major League Baseball as well. I know we've been talking about it through the NBA prism, but for baseball and the Dodgers, when you're dealing with Mark Walter and everything he has going on, the reporting in the last, it's been like the last not even 24 hours and hearing about all of this, it's been insane. And basically, with reporting from The Athletic, it said that there are the couple of his insurance companies, and Delaware Life and Clear Spring Life and Annuity, are the ones that are under federal investigation. And then there was reporting through a couple of economic reporters on Twitter that the Dodgers TV network, right? So we all know about this sweetheart TV deal that the Dodgers have, where this company is paying them out the wazoo for their TV rights deal, and MLB gave them an MLB tax break on that TV deal in the revenue share because the Dodgers were coming out of essentially bankruptcy. The Guggenheim partners saved the Dodgers. Well, what it turns out is that the Dodgers, at least according to these reporters, and this is Nick Nemo17 on Twitter and then Econompic on Twitter, just so that people have it. It's essentially showing that the $1.45 billion in debt for American Media Productions, which is the entity behind Sportsnet LA and their 25-year, $8.35 billion deal with the Dodgers for TV, is on the balance sheets of 5 life insurance companies that are tied to or controlled by the Dodgers ownership group. So essentially, they're just shifting debt back and forth, and they're paying themselves through these life insurance companies that back up the RSNs, and because they've taken so much of the salary, these billions of dollars in salary, they have $1 billion of deferred salary to these players. So this massive payroll that they've built up, theoretically, is built on fake money. And Guggenheim Partners was a savior for Major League Baseball coming in and doing this. They have been the preeminent owners in Major League Baseball. We've seen what they've built, and now with the Major League Baseball, CBA coming up, and the Dodgers being viewed as sort of the evil empire with everything that's going on here, and the way that they're talking about a salary cap and all these different things, this sets up for a really bizarre story to continue to unfold. And the fact that it's really kind of coming out because of what's happening with the Lakers and people looking deeper into what's going on with Walter makes it all that much more fascinating.
I got to get in this club where you can just buy things.
The billionaire club?
Yeah, I got to get in this club. Because
club.
If the Lakers were a house, a bank would not approve Bob Iger to buy that house. I don't understand how Walter's been able to buy all these properties.
Billionaire club.
But it's because this goes back to what he's being investigated for. Imagine putting on your application for the house. Oh yeah, I have a job over here that pays me $2 million and a job
but they just keep getting away with it because he's going to get away with this and
What's
he's
the
going to
private
make money
equity though,
on
Mike?
it.
The lien on that, or the title of the house is going to be under Thrive or
Steve Ballmer guy. $2 billion. Here you go. That's they got me missing oilmen.
So watch this. So this is the part I was looking for. It says, in a world of abundant intelligence, certain scarce human experiences may matter more. In a world of fragmented distribution, Trusted institutions may matter more in a world where content and software become easier to create. Assets rooted in identity, culture, community, history, and physical experience may become more valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, that's FIFA, that's the Lakers, that's everything that Thrive is trying to get in on is what is described in that letter from Josh Kushner to the backers.
Is all of this alleged?
Yeah,
I feel like
give a
it's
big.
No,
let me do a big
I
fat
just feel
allegedly
like,
on
yeah.
there. I don't know anything about it.
Cover us. Remember.
Sure, yeah. Well, it's always allegedly.
This is when you say it, right?
I can tell you, if someone gets in trouble, it's going to be us, not them.
Asterisk may contain inaccuracies. Remember that?
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right.
That's us. That's the name of
let
the
him
show.
come after you. Oh, you'll be all right. Whatever.
I don't want that Mike
Come at
Bass
me, bro.
statement. Mike Bass has been doing this for a long time.
Come at me, bro. Be all right. Hey, you think I should go to that tribute show?
The following week.
I'm gonna go to Waffle House and I have to eat 24 Well, I have to be there 24 hours, and every hour I eat. You know that stupid thing.
When I say it like that, what I mean is, if I'm Scott McCullough, my emphasis
What
is...
about Clayton?
What about Clayton?
Or Clayton, I'm sorry.
Who is Scott McCullough?
You know, I have a friend named Scott
That's
McCullough.
my
I'm
mom's
sorry.
coworker's husband.
I have a... Okay, I'm sorry.
No way.
Apologies. Okay.
Can we call him and ask what he would have done in that spot?
We
Please.
should.
You have his number, Chris?
That's funny.
Try it again.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to both McCulloughs. But if I'm the manager, my emphasis is this kid deserves a once-in-a-career shot at a perfect game. My emphasis is not, you know what, we have a 4% better chance to win if we
Well,
go to
what
the
are the things, now that you're making the list, what are the things more important than winning? Because I do agree with him. I do think there are rare instances where you can prioritize the individual over the team, and this would be one of them because it's not even a no-hitter. Like, that time is past in baseball. There are a lot of bullpen no-hitters, and in fact, I don't even think that they get very much fanfare anymore because of how it is you've cheapened the no-hitter when it's 6 bullpen guys walking 6. But a perfect game, 27 batters faced, your team doesn't make any errors, you don't walk anybody, nobody reaches base. There have only been 24 of those ever, and he was 6 outs away. Do you guys hear a lot of arguments on the other side of this? Is this about as close as you will come to consensus in sports, where most sports fans are like, oh, come on, they used to throw 130 pitches. You got to let him finish that game. I'm tired of all of these maximizations of efficiency that steal the sport's soul by doing silly sort of math instead of like giving a young pitcher a chance at immortality.
I mean, almost every Marlin fan reaction that I saw wanted Yuri Perez to at least have a shot at getting 6 more outs. It's why it was so weird. Like, the Marlins television guy, Kyle Sealaff, called Marlins fans brain dead.
Yeah, he
who
did.
felt that way.
He did.
What?
Yeah,
brain dead.
Yeah, he apologized for it. He walked it back, but yes, he was castigating the audience in a way that was dismissive, and he then apologized.
They have a dead brain, Greg.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
What?
There you go. There's a rumor that may make the catchphrase countdown. Right, and the committee has met on this, and the reason it qualifies for the catchphrase countdown is that although that just sounds like gibberish, what it is a repeat of the word what.
Tony, you got to work on yours because it does have that.
Well, he's the
parrot.
master, though.
I know, but
Mine's lacking the parrot.
Well, you can try to upgrade your game.
What?
Yes, it's a series of 8 was, W-H-U, followed by a what? Yes.
I'd like you guys to challenge each other here.
Okay, go ahead, Tony.
What?
Oh, I see where it is. It's his cheeks are looser. That's what it is.
That's it.
What?
No, you got to start off a little higher.
You know, it's a Cody thing. The Codys can do it.
Can you do it?
Can you do it? Let me see. That's more chicken. That's chicken than pig.
Do it again. Let me hear you.
That was a bub sound.
I was trying to show off. Go ahead.
Yeah,
do
you
it.
got to go. Better. That's my boy.
By the way, I've gotten Scott McCullough's number. I'm going to text him.
All right. Well, no, just call him. Let's call
him. I haven't talked to this guy in 15 years.
Just say it's Chris Cody.
Oh, just okay. Yeah, this is.
I want to hear. I want him to pick up the phone and go, Scott.
My dad confused you with the Marlins manager.
Chris Cody.
Do it on speaker right here.
Let's do the whole thing.
Hey, it's Chris Cody.
And we'll let him know he's on air.
Yes,
We're old friends.
Yes.
All right, here we
Just,
go.
hey, this is Chris Cody. Call me back.
These are the dangers of doing some of these things live.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Oh,
Give him the reason. Give him a long
Chris
reason.
Cody calling about the Miami Marlins.
Scott's going to hear that and go, what?
Please stay on the line. So we'll see if we get through.
I would have liked the more
holding music.
He's going to be like, Chris Cody, the Marlins. How's Beth?
Just go right into the question.
Why? Hey, it's Chris.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Chris, hold on. Hang up, and now call back and make the explanation more detailed.
Okay.
Say,
what would you have done if you had your pitcher with 6 outs left in a perfect game?
Yes. Give him.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is
Chris
available.
again.
Hey, it's Chris again. I'm calling because my dad referenced Clayton McCullough. He said Scott McCullough. He meant Clayton McCullough. He said Scott McCullough. He's talking about the Marlins. We want to know if you would have done the same thing as Clayton McCullough with this big Marlins controversy on Sunday. Call me back.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
You're welcome. Love hold music.
Put it on the poll, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Do you love hold music? It's the first time I've heard anybody say that.
He's reading it. I'm sorry, this person is not available.
He's a busy man.
What is the Nick Bobick?
It's a 60s song. The name game. Nick Bobick. Banana Bofick. Me, my Momic. Nick.
Rosanna, Rosanna, Rosanna,
I'm the kind of guy that Nick. Who made it the salad? Hey, Butterfinger. Who made it the salad? Nick Bobick. Who made it the salad? Georgia.
That's not correct.
Very good.
It's a parrot that says very good out of the side of its mouth.
That's correct.
What does this have to do with the name game?
I'm not going to take a quiz.
Rosanna,
Who made it the salad? Me, my Momic. Let's go States. We're rolling now, huh?
That's not correct.
Doesn't make it right. But damn. Don't go showering to try to please me.
But since you mentioned Cubans, that's a nice sound of you drinking the White Zinfandel while nude.
Delectable.
You were spending time with your dad last night, and I sort of want to explain to the group here. Do you know Tony's father? Because Tony's father came up with all of us and is sort of the original Cuban sports radio gas bag in this market, English market media. His father's an entertaining personality. It was very good at radio, and it must be fun spending time with him because he's also extraordinarily chummy. He's affable, and people really like him.
Tony works hard.
The people like that he slaps them on the back and is just a lovable character. What did you glean here, Tony, from your recent time spent with your father?
So we went out to a dinner where he noticed somebody from 1,000 years ago, whether it was like Coral Park in high school or like sometime in the early 90s. And he's like, I don't really remember this guy's name, but I have to go say hi to him because he definitely sees me and knows who I am. So I don't remember his name, but I got to go say hi to him. And then he said something that made me laugh because, much like Chris and Greg Cody, my dad has these go-to phrases. When he knows somebody by face but not by name, he'll call them a certain nickname. And he has about 5 or 7 of them that I put together on a top 5 list of things that my dad, who when he doesn't know somebody, what he calls them. So are you ready for this? Dan?
Oh, this is a game. We've played versions of this game, but we haven't played the Spanish version. Like
No.
we've never. And I'm going to write a couple of these down because I think I've got a good one here. I think I've got number one. Okay, I'm going to write it down.
Ooh, you think you have number one is an easy one, but I don't know.
Okay,
we'll see.
I think I've got number one, and I'm going to show it to Greg Cody. Can you see that on the piece of paper?
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, don't say it. You
Yep.
can see it. Okay.
100 people rush to a microphone and let Greg say, "Don't say it out loud."
I know. What do you think I am, anyway?
Any OLI?
We've got 2 OLIs and then the 5. So OLI we'll run through really quick. The first one is macho. Dímelo, macho.
Yeah.
Just man.
I've also got another one. I'm going to write another one here for you that I don't think is number one, but you will see. I think he's going to say.
Don't
this
say it
one
out
as
loud.
well. Yeah. All right.
Second OLI, jefe.
Oh wow, that was my number one.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Jefe was my number one.
Jefe is a great one. Jefe, permiso, jefe.
Well, you didn't think it was that great, Tony. You put it OLI.
No, but it's
must be a hell
OLI,
of
but
a
it's something
list.
that my dad says.
I said it was a great one.
It is
I
a
know
great
he put
one.
it OLI.
But the thing is, I've got 5 better.
It's Jefe is boss in Spanish.
Yes.
Go ahead. Number 5.
Number 5, coronel.
That's awesome. Your dad calls you.
If my dad doesn't know your name, but he sees you in some sort of stature, like I know this guy from somewhere and he's important, coronel, which means colonel. I don't know.
It is strange. It's strange that he's giving him a military ranking, but not the greatest of the military rankings.
Coronel, that's number 5. Number 4. And this one's funny because he's done a lot of stuff in the Hispanic Christian radio community also. And this one, I've heard it throughout my childhood. Barón de Dios. Which translates to Baron of God. Inexplicably.
Yeah.
Just Barón de Dios.
I might be in trouble here with my other one if we've gone to. I did not have either of these in the top 5.
These are outliers, Dan. That's why my dad is so unique because he doesn't just follow the path. He does the path, but then does his own thing.
I didn't even know God had barons.
Yeah.
I love Baron.
Barón de Dios. All right. Number 3, doctor. No medical title needed. It's just if you've seen my dad and you know him and he doesn't know your name, he might call you colonel, he might call you doctor.
So you're saying that it's a number 1 whopper that a Cuban person who came from Cuba says that he's a doctor, but if your dad.
We're rolling now.
What is that?
This is something I came up with.
All right.
Oh, if it shows up in the wrestling, that means they listen to me. And they,
You didn't throw a at the end, though.
see, that's the difference.
the move.
A little bit. They,
Right.
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. Now, their buns have sesame seeds.
We don't do sesame
We don't
seeds
do
at
sesame
McDowell's.
seeds,
All buns have no seeds.
That's the difference.
They have the golden arches.
We have the golden arcs.
The golden arcs.
I love that
Huh?
movie. What? Jessica's here?
I'm here.
Wow. I didn't know you were here. Hey, Jessica. It's Jessica Smetana, everybody.
Jessica, have you seen this video that went viral yesterday? It's all over the place it's at a local news station, and you have the anchor, the reporter, whatever her role is, and why you laugh like that?
Whatever her
Well
role
said.
is.
Well, she's a reporter or an anchor. I'm sorry, and she freaks out at an off-camera producer. Have you seen this yet, Jess?
I have not seen this.
Oh,
Please show it to
excellent. All right, so this is footage. This is video that was definitely not supposed to be seen by people like us. Someone decided to leak it. Here it is.
I'm going to have to do that again. What's up, Trace?
I think you're in a.
I am. I'm in Amy's script, the Amy's Angels one. The second thing didn't make sense, so I was just trying to fix that part. And
It's not even marked off. Like we're still working.
I know, but I didn't have time because we have to do this, so I was still reading it. See, I mean, I can't wait for you to go through them all and then I go through them because then I'm already getting ready by then. But this time we had to do the PSAs, so. Finish what?
What I was trying to say.
Okay, because Sean just came in here and said something about marking off. Go ahead.
That's all right. Good.
think you are. You're walking out really angry. Jeez, oh, Pete.
What the hell's going on around here?
Can I please finish what I'm going to say? What the fuck? Grow up.
Hands. Hands.
I'm so done with her antics, telling on me every 5 seconds. I'm done.
I know, but
Now, have you ever heard someone say "Jeez, Pete," but also "What the f"?
Bitch. It sounded like she said bitch right before.
Oh, she did. I have a
Sounded like that.
update to this. So I've been watching this story.
It's all
unfold.
over yesterday,
So this
last 24
TMZ posted this video first, which I was like, that's really interesting.
TMZ.
Yeah, weird, right? And so what it turns out is that this is a former Fox 2 Detroit evening anchor. Her name is Taryn Asher, and she actually was fired in November and was suing Fox 2, saying that they were discriminating on the basis of her gender. They countersued and said that she had unprofessional behavior, including the use of profanity and outbursts in the newsroom. And so I guess as a part of that countersuit, they just subtly released this through TMZ, watching it then go viral because that wasn't mentioned anywhere near this TMZ thing. There was no story attached. There was nothing. They just said, oh, look at this anchor going crazy.
Yeah.
And it's wild to me, but also not even close to the worst behavior I've seen from an anchor in a newsroom talking to producers. This isn't really losing it.
Yeah, I mean,
we're doing live.
Like, she's obviously, I'm sure she looks bad and is getting hammered over this, but in all seriousness, all right, she's annoyed with this person. Who hasn't been annoyed with people they've worked with?
Well, we don't know the full story, but we do know that this is a great example of what some people call Midwestern nice. When you're really mad and you use profanity, but you also use folksy expressions like "Geezo Pete's." And I can relate to that part of it, at least.
Have you ever used "Geezo Pete's" in a sentence?
Does it seem like I've used "Geezo Pete's" in a sentence?
Yes.
I mean, you're telling us about, what is it? Southern Midwest?
Whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well said, yeah. Southern Midwest, yeah. That's
Pat
two
McAfee?
different places.
He's from Pittsburgh, and has a drawl.
I felt kind of bad when I first saw this video where it's like, I mean, this woman doesn't want this being released. That's not very fair that her being I've been angry at coworkers, all right? I wouldn't want, that footage released. I felt kind of bad for her.
What does you being angry at coworkers sound like?
I mean, we've worked with some stupid idiots back at 790 Ticket before.
Let me do this again. Mike, what does Zaz angry at a coworker sound like?
Should I do it?
Do whatever you want, man.
Pete.
Frito. This is Frito. Okay. Asshole.
But that's not an outburst. Like I wouldn't be embarrassed at that right there getting out. That could have. By the way, like who you doing there? That's me.
I was nervous to do that.
If that was me,
I like Frito.
You asked off cam, like, should I do it?
Yeah. Like assholes.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Oh, wow, you did it really well.
I'm going to start using that. I'm going to start using that.
I like it.
Should have went with Castleberry.
Jessica, have you heard Pat McAfee's album?
I have not, but Katie Nolan read some of the lyrics from it on her podcast this week, so I feel like I've heard it secondhand.
I heard there's some good messages there in the lyrics.
Who told you that?
I've heard people say that.
Who's people? Curiously.
People on television have said that.
Kirk Herbstreit?
I heard it was good.
Darren Orlovsky.
It was good.
Have you listened to it, Amin?
I listened to 30 seconds of one song, and it sounded unprofessionally mixed and mastered, is what I would say.
It's the kind of thing where, like, I am trying to avoid it so much that I don't even know what genre it sounds like. I've heard it's somewhat country, but I just don't want to know.
The one I heard, he was trying to rap.
Yeah, I would have thought it'd be rap. That would have been my guess.
It's excuse me. It's country trap.
Jeremy, you've heard it.
I've heard
I think
some
you're
of
the
it.
only person in this room that heard it.
I've heard enough of it.
Really, Cody? You?
I listened to like the first 30 seconds of the first song, and I kind of got it.
And
It's
then
very
what
Jelly Roll vibes.
And then what happened? You didn't want to keep listening?
Jelly Roll's another artist that I couldn't tell you. I just don't. I don't know what a Jelly Roll is, and I'm happy, and I don't want to know.
A lot of tattoos on that Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll was supposed to do some World Cup song, wasn't he, Mike?
He
And then
did.
people were like, "We don't want it. Don't do it."
He still did it, which is
Oh,
you
he
know,
did it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of like a running theme here. No one asked for this, but there's
Have
more
I
of
heard
you.
the Jelly Roll? Have I heard the Jelly Roll song? Like, is it a song I would know?
Have you seen Jelly Roll's set list from his concerts?
Of course not.
Well, no. Well, because it's on the internet. Like,
No, I haven't. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
it's like
I'm not. I wouldn't. consider
60%
myself
just
a-
covers and vibes.
Okay. Is that
right?
Yeah.
I do like covers though.
He ascended to such stardom so quickly that he didn't really have a catalog. He had radio hits, and he's just vibes. Like I've seen Jelly Roll in concert once before.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't pay to see him. He was a part of a festival, but I saw him.
Okay.
And
see that.
yeah, he's a fun guy. Did you know he went to jail?
That's why I assume we got most of the tattoos.
His story is one of triumph.
One of one.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Kind of like Pat McAfee. All that adversity.
Yeah, but the adversity is his mouth.
Well-
From what I could tell from the album cover and what he tried to tell us about it.
Yeah.
I haven't listened, and I'm not gonna.
Why does he stand up?
I did hear Dookie, which is why I chose to not listen to the album.
There's a song named Dookie?
That was like the lead single from a couple months ago. I thought it was a rib, and then he announced an entire album.
Jess, speaking of cover songs, should I go this weekend?
There's a Pearl Jam / Foo Fighters cover band concert.
Not the same band. It's two
That's
different bands.
Two different bands that are both.
When you say it like that, it sounds like they're a dual
Well, that's
tribute band.
that's how you originally presented.
No,
it,
it's
by the way.
not.
Yes, it is. So anyway, yeah, it's playing locally for Zaz. The tickets are what, $25?
I think Jeremy said 20
That was
bucks.
that was the split difference, $23 and $27. I don't know what $27 gets you as compared to 23, but both are general admission.
Maybe backstage.
Oh,
to get to meet the band.
Maybe.
Oh man,
Now-
to meet Foo Fight.
Now, Jessica, I asked Zaz, who would you take? He said, probably my wife. I said, does your wife like Pearl Jam? And he's like, she's been with me to concerts, so it sounds like she likes you. She doesn't necessarily like the music. Jessica, how would you feel being taken to not the band, but a tribute band covering the band of Lehman's favorite artist that you may not
All right,
also share?
but I wouldn't be tricking her, Jess. It's not like I'm saying, hey, let's go to Pearl Jam, and then, it's not a trick.
It's tough. Do you have other things to do?
No.
Like that's kind of where.
Wide
if
open.
you don't have anything better to do and it's $25, like I guess, like
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like it's a money commitment.
That's
it
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
time commitment, though.
I don't know. What else
I
am I
don't know.
doing?
It's a tough. Do you have any friends to bring instead of?
Do I have any
wife?
friends? Is what I've just been
Who
asked.
Just as
like
kids.
Pearl Jam.
Not Fredo. I'll tell you that much.
Mike, what are you doing Saturday night?
I got a thing.
Ah.
I do love watching tribute bands, though. You know all the songs.
I don't hate it.
You know
have
all
you
the
seen Mike? Did you see Song Sung Blue, the movie?
Yes,
about
I
the,
really
dog?
enjoyed. I really
did
enjoyed
too.
it, especially that one scene that
Underrated.
came out of nowhere.
Well, okay, so that was one of the best movies I saw last year.
You agreed.
Because I thought it was like, okay, this is a fun movie, and then all of a sudden, like, oh my God! And I was shocked it was not nominated for a bunch of stuff, particularly the performance by old girl.
She was
Yeah,
not.
Kate-
she
she
was
was
nominated.
She was nominated? Okay.
Yeah.
She was like a dark horse, but I think Jessie Buckley kind of with Hamnet, which
Yeah.
I did not like. Songs in
Hamnet
Blue,
was
I thought
garbage.
was much.
Boring.
Thank you, Amin. It
Boring.
was very heavy.
I cried.
But I really liked Song Sung Blue, and I felt like it got people kind of made fun of it a little bit because it was like, oh, it's a story about a. Well, so is the Neil Diamond cover band movie, which is more my kind of story about loss. I think. I mean, she lost something very important to her.
Neil Diamond.
Spoiler
You thought that
alert.
was more of a story about loss than Hamnet?
I mean, it's different, but I think both movies are about handling grief and sort of like the sadness of the things that life can bring you. And I just enjoyed the Neil Diamond movie more, and I thought it was going to be really stupid because it was about a Neil Diamond
well, it was hard to
tribute
market.
band.
Is this a Saving
Yeah.
Silverman sequel?
100%. 100%. But it's based on a documentary that actually the filmmaker went to Notre Dame. I met him when I was a student. He came and spoke to one of my film classes. So I that was like, okay, well, maybe I'll give it a shot. And then it ended up being really good. Long story short, I like cover bands, and I used to go see an 80s cover band in New York City like every Saturday night, and it was so much fun. But
Every Saturday?
I mean, pretty much. It was 80s night at LPR, if you know, you know. And I would.
I think I've gone to that.
You probably have.
I think I've gone to that.
It's a real thing when you're in your early 20s.
She's a great singer, whatever the lady's name was.
It's a whole band. Yeah, there is a woman who was like the front lady, but there's also a guy who was one of the front men, and it was awesome. And they did a lot of like David Bowie, and it was what's his face? I can't think of his name. Freddie Mercury. God damn it.
But just
It was great.
the difference is you were going to, first of all, it was just a bar you went and the cover band was there playing, number one. Number two, they were playing songs that you actually like as opposed to songs that Lehman likes, and you're kind of like, well, I'm here, which is the situation that White Tamara would find herself in.
I can't believe Zaz hasn't seen Song Sung Blue.
I don't care about that. Neil Diamond, whatever. Man.
Yeah, but you know that there's.
I don't even like Neil
but
Diamond.
You're a Pearl
like,
Jam guy. It's a huge part of Pearl Jam's a huge part of the story.
He's not a real one.
Because Pearl Jam in real life gave an opportunity to this Neil Diamond tribute band, and in the film there is an actor who is portraying Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder has a role in this film.
He's a big part. He's a big part of the story. Yeah,
Are you guys messing with me?
No, it's basically like required watching. If
How
you're
am
a
I
Pearl
supposed
Jam
to have
fan.
known this?
Because if
Because
you're a
you're
real
Mr.
fan,
Pearl Jam.
if you're a real Pearl Jam fan, you would know every little mention of
That's
them
so
anywhere.
true.
I would know
You're a
that
fake
Song
fan.
Sung Blue somehow is related to
you know
Pearl
how
Jam.
I know? Yeah, because you're in a million Pearl Jam Facebook groups.
There you go.
And
Not
I feel
a
like
million.
Hey,
I'm
here's
in
one.
the
I'm
Pearl
not sure
Jam
what
Facebook
goes on over there, but I imagine that's something that someone chucks in a Facebook group.
Here's the
hey,
question.
there's a movie where somebody's playing Eddie.
What
Oh,
NBA,
EV? Yeah, the Bedman.
what NBA
Nobody
player?
calls him that.
What NBA player lists Pearl Jam as his favorite band?
Was Pearl
Ooh.
Jam his favorite band?
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Okay, well, he knows a little bit. He knows a little
Trying to
bit.
get
Mookie
him with some
Blaylock.
trivia, and he got your ass.
He did get
I
it.
was in. Remember, I used to go to Riverfront a lot. Okay, and
I thought it was Riverwalk.
Yeah, Riverwalk.
what?
Las Olas.
No,
Is it Riverfront?
Riverfront.
Yeah, it was
Riverwalk's in San Antonio. Riverfront, like I was
Me
saying.
like I'm an idiot. Everyone calls
Yes.
it Las Olas
Yes.
anyways. You're the
Yes.
idiot
That's
for
a
calling
different
it
spot.
Riverfront.
No, different
Nobody goes to
spot.
Broward
That's
County.
different.
That's more.
Broward.
Who does
There's a
Las
reason
Olas?
why it died, and I'm glad it's dead.
This is like 20 years ago. My wife and I think we were married at this point, so it was a little less than 20 years. My wife and I, we were at one of those bars
off the hookah
in Riverfront. I don't remember the name. Not important.
Automatic Slims. What
We
a
were
place.
meeting a friend of mine
Had
there
good
to hang
fans
out,
there.
and my friend was bringing his friend, and my friend's friend was Dennis Rodman. And so it was four of us who were just hanging out at this bar. It was fun, and there's live music playing, and the live band, they decided to go in and play a little bit of Pearl Jam, and they start playing Pearl Jam Alive, and Rodman jumps on stage and sings the whole song with them.
So if it weren't for that,
Loves Pearl Jam.
you would not have known.
No, I would have known. I've been to Pearl Jam shows where Rodman is watching on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jessica, what's
Yes?
this about celebrities being scammed by people pretending to be famous?
This is such a good scam. I mean, I read this in the Hollywood Reporter this morning. So there's some very elaborate and sophisticated scam right now going on in Hollywood where people are pretending to be podcast producers, because we know some of the most famous and popular podcasts right now are the celebrity hosted Amy Poehler shows and the Smartless and all of that. They're pretending to be celebrities, producers, or like production companies, and then finding the emails of other celebrities and being like, hey, I'm the producer for this podcast. We want you to come on the show. And there have been a few celebrities who have been scammed out of money.
I've
via
seen
this.
these stories
How?
before.
And so there was one guy who was pretending to be from NPR, the NPR Daily Interview Show. And so he emailed a celebrity whose name I can't remember. And one of the things he said was like, we just got our funding cut by Trump. Can you send us some money? And the guy sent him like a couple grand. And he's like, it sounded really believable. And they had all this factual information about me and my life and like the work that I've done. So it seemed
You're
legit.
a celebrity.
I know. And then there was another guy who the scammers were talking to him about his social media accounts and needing access to his social media accounts. So they hacked into his Facebook, and he's not even really sure what they got out of it. Probably looking to see if there's like a credit card number saved or something like that. I'm not really sure. But it's very, very elaborate, and it's fooled a bunch of celebrities who think like, oh, Amy Poehler wants to interview me. Okay. And then they're going along with all these emails while meanwhile the person emailing them is just like some random guy trying to get some money.
Jamel Hill actually said that this happened to her. She tweeted it last night. She said, "This literally happened to me. Somebody lied and said they were doing the booking for a new Facebook show hosted by Rob Dyrdek of Ridiculousness. I gave them my Facebook credentials, and it took me weeks to get my page back. It's a very sophisticated operation.
Whoa.
And since then, I've been approached by fake bookers claiming they're booking shows for Katie Couric and Cedric the Entertainer."
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Boomer City.
It's crazy the way this is happening, though. I get how it could happen.
So this. Now, I did not know this was happening, but I thought this happened to me a few months ago, because
Really?
Yeah, because Timothy Simons and Matt Walsh, the guys from Veep.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
They have a podcast, and they were like, "Yo, can you come on our podcast? Because we talk about movies where presidents are there, and we know about cinephobia or whatever." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, there's no chance that these people know
But it
I
was
am.
real?
It was real. I did it. Yeah, I was like, "Oh my!" It wasn't until
Were you nervous until you signed on?
Literally, when they came on the screen, the first thing I said, like, "Thank God this is real."
This is why AJ Burnett hasn't responded to me.
This actually happened to me too. Jason Bateman texted me and was like, "We really want you on our show." And I was like, "You know what? It's not a good time, but thank you. I really appreciate it."
Then he was like, "What's your bank PIN number?"
Yeah, that was my favorite one. It's like, "Hi,
What's your
this
dog's
is,
name?"
Hi, this is Beyonce.
Need money.
Need money.
Here with Jay-Z.
It's like, yeah, it's the same deal.
What's your social?
Hey, this is Jay-Z.
And
yeah.
what street did you grow up on?
This happened to me one time with a famous comedian where I was trying to book them for my radio show. And because I used to do a lot of the booking back, even, I'm the host. And
Was it Cosby?
And it was not Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Good guess. And so I'm...
That could take us anywhere.
Yeah, he's about to find another coworker. I'll tell you that right now. I mean,
So I get in touch with this comedian. I'm having a correspondence. Like I found their info. I found it like on Instagram or something, Sometimes there's business inquiries, email, what have you. And I'm having a whole back and forth there. I couldn't believe it. Like, wow, this is great. I set it up and everything. Day, time, the whole deal. And when the time came around for them to come on the show, just nowhere to be found. Just totally ghosted me. And even afterward, I tried to get back in touch and what happened, this, that. And I'm still wondering, was it catfish? Was I being scammed?
So Chris D'Elia never hit you back?
It's embarrassing.
I think catfishing has gotten really even easier now because it's just so easy to look up people's information on the internet and find stuff that you think only my close friends know this, but it's like, actually, you've said this on a podcast before, everyone knows this. But also the voice things that AI can do now, apparently they can use your family members' voices to sound like them, and they can do all this stuff. My grandma's gonna be mad that I tell this story, but she got scammed a few months ago. This is not a celebrity scam story, but someone was trying to get her bank account information, and they were preying on her. And shame on these people that prey on the elderly, because there is a special place in hell for them. But she ended up not. Thank God she realized it before it got too far, and they didn't get any of her information. But they knew all this stuff about her. They were like, "Yep, we know what your deal is with what kind of computer you have. We know all this stuff.
Damn.
We're trying to help you out," and it's very sad. But I guess if I were a celebrity, my guard would probably be up if someone was like, "Hey, send me $2,000. I'm NPR."
Jess, if you found $60 on the sidewalk in your neighborhood, would you inquire at the nearest house that is this money yours,
No.
or would you just pocket it and walk away?
No, you can't do that.
In New York City, no.
What if you lived in a neighborhood not?
What if it's where you grew up?
In suburbia?
Yeah.
I'm still a no.
Probably not. I don't know. I mean, in New York City, I might honestly immediately run it under hot water with soap first. It might be a trap.
It was apparently it was cursed. Tony found $60.
It was not cursed.
It was cursed.
I ended up being a little cursed.
Where did you find it?
On my neighborhood street, a couple streets down. I was going out for a walk yesterday, and underneath some shade.
No, don't do the story again.
No, just telling Jess.
The
No, I want to hear the
curse was
details.
missing.
I'm walking by. I see $60,
Oh, shit.
320s rolled up on the floor. Don't even break stride. I go down, boom, pick it up, put it in my pocket, keep
Hey.
going.
This guy just. Wow, man.
Oh, what a scam that guy is
What?
running.
There's someone holding up a sign outside the Elser saying they lost $60, 3 $20 bills. Please return ASAP. Tony, come on, man.
Yeah, that's a scam if I've ever seen
Come
one. Let me
on.
get
You
that,
know-
actually.
The neighborhood where I grew up, a lot of people are out walking around and stuff.
Jess, nobody was walking around. I was the only person. I didn't see a dog
No, that's
being
what I
walked.
mean.
I didn't see a bike, nothing.
I also there was one time I found a lost dog in my neighborhood, and I went to the closest door and rang the doorbell, and I was like, "Is this your dog?" And they were like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay." And I went to the next door, and they were like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay." And this dog had wandered quite far, and I feel like in the case of the found money, you might just ring on the doorbell, and it's not their money, and they're just like, "Sure, thanks."
Oh,
and we'll take it
100%.
anyways.
That's
So-
what I would do. Hey, somebody knocked on my door. Hey, did you drop this $60? Yeah, thanks. Pocket it, sucker. What a scam. People just giving away money? Yeah, of course I'm going to take it.
Jess,
I'd walk
I did
by
find
the dog,
dog's
though.
owners.
I'd walk right by the dog.
Jess, do you know who Brock Rechsteiner is?
No.
Brock Rechsteiner is a rookie for the New Orleans Saints, trying to make the New Orleans Saints. Was he drafted?
Undrafted.
Undrafted free agent, trying to make the New Orleans Saints. He has actually already been suspended for the first 8 games of the regular season. He got
That's
popped.
good.
He got popped for PEDs, but of course, you know that you're still allowed to do training camp and preseason. All right, even though you've been suspended. But furthermore, Brock Rechsteiner is the son of WWE Hall of Famer Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner,
Oh.
very famously of the Hall of Fame Steiner brothers.
The big bad booty daddy.
Excuse me?
That's in the club.
Big
Mark.
Papa Pump Scott Steiner is a very, very famous wrestler. Matter of fact,
Really?
Yeah, and he
big
would say,
booty
shout out to
daddy?
all my freaks out there.
No, he wouldn't. You guys are running.
holla if you hear me.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me.
You know, Scott Steiner from Michigan. I wonder if he says G's O Pete's.
Maybe. So what did the son
Does he?
do?
So,
Yeah,
and,
what's
and
the
by the
story
way,
here?
Scott Steiner, his nephew right now is Braun Breaker, who is a big star in WWE. So the Steiners are a very famous wrestling family. Brock Rechsteiner is Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner's son. He is trying to make the New Orleans Saints, and he's already been suspended, as I said. Well, you could see here, Jess, and everyone else watching on video, number 88 there is Brock Rechsteiner, right smack in the middle of a brawl that took place yesterday, 89, excuse me, a brawl that took place yesterday between the Saints and Cowboys joint practice, and Brock Rechsteiner here, German suplex on the Cowboy who lost his helmet there, and we have chaos at the joint practice.
Do you think that was real? And now I'm questioning this training camp fight.
There is a school of thought that this dude understands that pro football is not really in his cards, and he's just using training camp to get over.
Paul Heyman was sidelined.
Yeah, too hot for the NFL. Already serving a PED suspension that he won't actually dress for. Now German suplexing dudes at camp. This dude needs to be in the elimination chamber ASAP.
You know what, guys? I'm any videos or photos I see coming out of camp, I'm not gonna lie to you, and like that, whoever filmed that had a perfect angle on that move, like you said, Zaz. I'm a little skeptical now because the story came out that all of the photos of the NFL quarterback wags that have been going viral from training camp have been like planted by a PR company. And I don't like being that cynical person because when this whole Taylor Swift thing started, a lot of people were like, this is fake. And the whole time I was like, no, I think they actually are kind of dating. But now the NFL has seen the rise in popularity of a lot of NFL social accounts because of their proximity to Taylor Swift. And they're like, what if we do that now with Madison Beer, who is Justin Herbert's fiance, who is famous, but I'm not sure for what. And so they're having all these like fake, okay, thank you. I mean, they're having all these like cute moments caught on camera that seem organic, get published and like put out on the internet. So I guess more women will watch the NFL ? And I don't like that. I don't like it one bit.
I thought that this was a psyop, and then it was explained to me, no, it's a strategy. They just met. Yeah, it's an op. It's just an operation. It's not a psyop. Stop reading the internet brain. It's just an op. Yeah, they told front office sports, no, we mean to do this.
Really?
Yes, they're doing this because of what Jess said. The Taylor Swift factor was indeed real. It was quantifiable. It helped with the ratings. It helped generate new fans. And this is a bold new strategy to help make some of their NFL players stars and identify with some of their famous starlets. Like, oh, I know this person now. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's an op-op.
So rather
And
than
women,
in order
women
to
love wives. Women love girlies. We gotta do the things that the ladies like. We can't do the things that the women might be like, you know what? Probably would be a good idea if you had a bit of a spine when it came to some of the players that might not be up to good things off the field. Instead, just feed us these videos of quarterbacks whispering sweet nothings into their fiance's ears and pretend that it's real. Like, there's probably better ways they could be doing. This feels like blatant, kind of obvious pandering, and I don't know if I like that.
Well, are they doing this on Hard Knocks? Like, have they made a thing out of some of the wags for the
I
Seattle
have not
Seahawks?
watched this season of Hard Knocks. Have you guys watched it?
I've watched the first 2 episodes I missed last night. I'm going to watch it tonight and have a report for you guys early tomorrow morning.
Beautiful.
Oh, we'll get back to you, Zaz. on that
Beautiful.
one.
Jess, TV show stars, movie stars whose character you hated them so much, even if you saw them in real life, you would feel that way.
Oh, that's a great. Give me a minute to think?
Yeah.
Give me an example.
So example that we came up with was Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Okay, I was about to say that. So when
He's the
Joffrey
ultimate.
when he was at the peak of his Game of Thrones fame, apparently people were coming up to him on the street and being like, F you, Joffrey, we hate you. And it was like really, he didn't like it was bad. He felt really bad about it. But my sister saw him on the sidewalk in Ireland because she was there for like some archaeology thing and was like, she knew the actual actor's name and went up to him and was like, I really love your work, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, thank you. And they took a selfie together and she like felt really bad because she was thinking about how many people come up to him and are just like, go F yourself, Joffrey. So I don't know. Hopefully he enjoyed that moment.
I'm sorry. Your sister was in Ireland for some archaeology thing. What is your sister?
She was on a dig. She's like
Indiana
she's
Jones?
like yes, basically.
What's she digging for?
Wait, your sister's an archaeologist?
Bones? She has her master's in like archaeology or something.
How have I never heard this story? I heard about the Twine cousin a million times.
Oh, she just got married. Guess how many times? I mean, I was thinking of you the whole weekend. Guess how many times the Twine tour came up in the speeches?
And oh no, every speech.
Every speech, including the vows, I'm pretty sure. The
Oh,
Twine tour
no.
came up. It was like the Twine tour was the star of the wedding. It was amazing. I was at my cousin's wedding just thinking about Amin the whole time.
Oh my God! You know about that Twine?
No.
Jessica's cousin.
You don't want to know about that Twine.
Well, we listened to the cat story.
Yeah, I'd like the details of that more than the end of the cat story.
Yeah, tell us more about your witch cat, Tony.
And I like cats.
The cat story was fine. It was a $60 story that made no sense.
What do you mean it made no sense? Dichotomy of man.
Dichotomy of man.
So Jessica's cousin.
Dichotomy of man.
Jessica's cousin, under her own volition, just out of interest, went on a tour of the Midwest looking for the biggest ball of twine.
I don't even know what twine is.
It's like string.
Twine, like yarn.
Why couldn't you just say yarn then?
Because it's twine. I think yarn is a different.
No one knows what
yarn's
twine is.
Specific. I don't know what the difference is.
You're the first person to ever ask, what's twine?
All right.
Yeah, that's true. I am with Amin on this one. But there's different balls of twine. And this is all over like Iowa and Wisconsin. Yeah, there's some twine. There's like the heaviest ball of twine.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the longest twine that's rolled up in a ball.
And this is what your sister was digging for?
No, this is her cousin. Pay attention.
I'm trying.
She went on a tour to see all the different balls of twine.
All right.
And so I was so fascinated by this that when her cousin came to
We
town,
went out to dinner.
I went to dinner with her and just asked questions about twine the whole time.
That's a funny bit from you.
Jess, what
was great.
what is going on here with the Big 12 that you're all fired up about? We are a week and a half away from college football getting going, but what's going on here?
Yay. Mike and I were talking a few weeks back about the Big 12 Monster Energy deal, and I guess the Big 12 presented by Monster Energy or the Monster Energy Big 12 conference, I forget what it's
Right,
called.
where
but
your mark
they did
is getting dragged for this.
Yeah. And how it was like a $20 million deal, but all the schools are wearing a Big 12 monster patch. Well, I've seen pictures of the alleged monster Big 12 patch, and it's about as bad as you could imagine.
Really?
It's
now I'm gonna
very.
Google this.
I think we might have a picture here to put on screen. Yeah, this is the apparently. I don't know. Is this real? Can someone please verify this for me?
This
This
feels
looks
like
so
AI.
bad. It does feel like AI. I mean, thank you. But there was also a picture of West Virginia players that had a similar looking one. So I'm not sure. I have not. I don't know. But it looks terrible. And apparently, this is what the new update to the story is. So put that aside for a second.
Okay.
I verified this part. There is a open job on the Big 12 conference website for a director of partnerships. So I don't know. It could be a coincidence, but this deal seems like it was undervalued because a few weeks after it was announced,
Oh my God.
Ohio State announced a deal for their jersey patch, and just for Ohio State, theirs was like $17 million for the year, however many, I don't know the terms of it, but it was much more than the 1 point whatever that like each Big 12 school's getting. But anyways, I thought that was pretty funny.
So, Jess, do you think I
Yes,
should
I
go
mean-
this weekend?
Oh, why did it mean say, oh my God?
Because I'm looking at the pictures of the patches. It's all.
Is it real? Can you
terrible.
tell me if it's real?
I've reached out to my uniform
You're there.
sources.
You're a Big 12.
Yeah, I've
Yahoo
reached out to
Sports.
my uniform sources, and hopefully in the next 3 minutes and 48 seconds they get back to me.
Jessica, as you know, I'm a big believer in the big institutions of journalism like Yahoo Sports.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Yahoo Sports, and it's exactly what it looks like. It's the 12, and then the Monster Energy.
So you think it's real?
According to Yahoo Sports, this is Big 12 Monster Energy announced jersey patch field logo deal. That's the name of the story I'm looking at.
All right, then.
And it's got
I
a
mean,
picture of it. Yeah.
Since we have 2 minutes left, did you see that Becky Hammond got ejected last
In the
night?
second quarter.
Yeah.
You know-
Why?
I think she was mad about a missed call on the other end of the court on Asia Wilson that the replay was kind of like, I don't know if that was that bad. I mean, maybe, but then on the other end of the court, when the Dream were on the Aces side of the court on offense, she was like still going after the ref. So she got teed up and then she kept going after the ref. So she got a second technical and the Aces lost.
So this is my fascination with Becky Hammond lies
Yeah.
upon one thing. Becky Hammond, I don't know if you've ever seen her coach the Aces. She wears
Yes!
like a suit jacket and a hoodie
blazer.
underneath. It's a blazer
Yes.
with a hoodie underneath, but I realized upon further inspection that it's actually sewn in
Yes.
to the
Yes.
and she wears this every game. And so I
Yes.
said, you know what? That's her thing. You know, Bob Knight had the weird sweater vest and all that. Like, it happens, right? Coaches have the thing. The only difference is Becky Hammond makes all of her assistants dress like her, but not in the same color scheme. So if she's wearing red, they're wearing black. She's like a black.
And they all have the hoodies too?
They all have the hoodies.
They were all wearing, red hoodies and black blazers last night. There's a few WNBA coaches, like Cheryl Reeve also has her own thing. Like she always wears a blazer with like a graphic tee underneath.
Cool.
And she rocks it. But yeah, the hoodie, because it's literally just like the zipper part of the hood and then the hood
Yeah.
and then the blazer over.
But
And
it's
honestly,
one, it's one garment.
yeah, it's one. Yeah, I think Becky kind of rocks it. Like she owns it. No
For
one else
sure.
is trying it. No one else is doing that.
It's not about.
She's got a thing.
It's not about should you or should you not wear that. No, absolutely. Like you're right. She rocks it. The part that I'm tripping out about is like, you sons of
Why are the
bitches, you
assistants
bastards better fall in line. You got to wear the same shit, but not the same color because I don't want anyone to get confused. Who's the head honcho here?
Well, do you think that she provides this to the assistants?
I hope so. How were you going to go shopping for
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
You can't go to Macy's and be like,
honestly-
you have a hoodie sewn into a
I mean,
blazer?
the first time that I've seen them at the store, and I'm like,
What?
she must just go. Yes, like there must be like 1 or 2 designers every year that release one of these items, and she buys all of them. I didn't really notice the assistant part until last night. There she is.
I like her look. I think it's good.
It's a good look for her. I'm just saying.
It works.
the
It's
makeup-
casual. Like she's trying to say, like, I could take this blazer off, and I'm in a hoodie, and I
Yeah.
could go. I could go to the free throw line and get some buckets.
Shout out to
but
Kev on stage.
I'm the coach, so I'm putting a blazer on. Yes, that is 100%. Like that, she's buying that whole rack. I didn't notice the assistant thing until last night, though, because her assistants had to coach the rest of the game, and it didn't end well.
That would be like if every one of us here today was dressed exactly like Zaz. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I
different
mean,
colors.
it's a very
I
handsome
assume-
show then.
I assume half of you are. Chris Cody, what are you wearing today? I can't see you.
He's got pants.
A good-looking show.
He's got a regular hat, not a flex fit hat.
That would be like if Jeremy came in every day dressed like Dan.
Well, Dan
he
comes in
does.
every day just like me.
Check out the weekly
Play
Notre
on.
Dame podcast, The Echoes, with Jessica Smetana
He likes
and Mike
taupe.
Golick Jr.
True.
Jess, excellent job.
Bye.
The big bad booty daddy.
Hey, make sure you're not late. It's time for Zaslow's World Cuck Update.
I mean, I don't know what that was. Trying to do a World Cup update. What the hell you doing there? I do have a few more things I want to say, Dan, as far as the World Cup is concerned. Now, because yesterday was the final round of 16 game. You know what comes next? You know what's next after round of 16?
I cannot believe how electric this World Cup has been.
It really has
So
been.
good.
All the we finally have the good matches that give life to this being one of the greatest tournaments of all time. We were missing those bangers. And Argentina in back-to-back matches give us instant classic after instant
The
classic.
Cabo Verde game was insane.
Against all-time African underdogs. They run up against the greatest player at the tail end of his career, still having enough for one last
Mike,
job.
let me tell you what, that 13 on Cabo, what a shot.
This is
Shot of the
incredible.
tournament.
A
Did you see it
world-
bend?
And how about those fans?
Did you see it
was
bend,
a
Dan?
literal movie.
It was crazy.
He runs into the sand,
Gets
finds
over.
his lady.
Boom.
That's how you end the movie, folks. That is
He was looking,
unbelievable.
and the security was like, no, go back. And he's like,
That's
no,
love.
no, where is she?
That's love right there.
She's got to know also to come down the stairs. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm the one who's doing this.
Your second topic, Zaz. Do you have another World Cuck topic?
Well, I'll tell you what. All right, I don't know why you're saying it like that. But anyway, I have other things that I want to talk about. You know what? You can't take this away from me. I don't know if you saw this past Monday night.
CM Punk returns to WWE. After months away and all sorts of rumor and innuendo, he's not on the right side with TKO, comes back in his hometown of Chicago and beats Sami Zayn, whose title reign lasts about a week. Much fanfare in Chicago.
CM Punk related to Daft Punk at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but CM
Daft Punk's good, though.
Not unlike Messi, later in his career, finding top form, his body looking incredible. You know what this might set up? Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk at SummerSlam.
Greg Cody Rhodes.
I'm
Hello.
going to SummerSlam. I want
There
to
you
talk
go.
about this.
Well done, Jeremy.
Your third topic, Zadslow,
gotten the
of
lap.
this World Cuck update.
You know what? Actually, I'll allow you to call it that here because there's a movie that just came out that I want to watch. It's by our pal Billy Corbin. It's called God
That's
Forbid.
not just coming out. It's
5
the
years
most
ago.
popular documentary in the history
It
of Hulu.
just came out.
No, I mean,
Dan,
it was
you saw the
several
movie.
years
What did
ago.
you think?
It was excellent. It
Yeah,
was,
why don't you have a turn here?
It went.
You got a pre-screening?
It went deeper into religious power and cuckery than I've ever seen a documentary. I didn't get an advanced
How
screening.
cliche, a pool boy.
This movie, yes, and distinctly Cuban pool boy, like just not actually a pool man, a very pool boy, a Cuban kid who's not fully grown up, who was having sex with the wife of Jerry Falwell's sons,
Spoiler
the
alert.
president of Liberty University, his wife, and he liked to watch it in a corner of the room while he was wearing very little clothing.
This is why it's called World Cup.
All right, get back in this seat here. Get back in the seat here that is a prominently featured seat. That concludes our first ever World Cuck update.
Why you giving me the stink eye, Dan?
I'm not giving you the stink eye. I don't want to look at Jeremy.
You're side-eyeing me. Oh, okay.
no,
thank
you're misreading. You're new here, and you're not around here
I
as
got a
much as you
feeling,
need.
got a
I don't. Anytime we lapse into Jeremy doing that, I can't look at it.
Dan, I'm going to help you here. I'm going to rescue you. There was another incredible play-by-play call, this time from a Phillies auction winner. So he paid to get onto the broadcast. Dan, he was incredible.
We are headed to the third inning. Phillies on top 2-1, and we're pleased to welcome Lewis Kalb from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. He is our Phillies fantastic auction winner. He outbid the competition to spend an inning and do some play-by-play in the booth. And Lewis, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phils with 2 in the bottom of the second to take the lead. As we start the top of the third now, Painter delivers. It's bounced foul towards the Phillies dugout. And they count 1-1.
And Lewis, you spent your life as a firefighter, police officer?
Neither of those things.
Just guessing.
I've been a substitute teacher in recent years for Nita School in Lakerland. There's a pitch that's lined over shortstop, a base hit for Dylan Cruz, and he reaches first base safely with a 1-out single.
He's got to be a ringer. There's no way this guy walked off the street. First of all, his voice is exactly the kind for radio baseball.
A great many hugely talented Hollywood people, and the entire character of Brockmire that he created.
Against the Spread. Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings Sports. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Tony.
All right, we are going to Major League Baseball. The Cleveland Guardians. Parker Messick on the bump, -1.5 against the second worst team in all of Major League Baseball, the San Francisco Giants, who have somebody named Matt Wilkinson starting tonight. I'm going to take Parker Messick, one of the best pitchers in baseball. I'm going to take the Cleveland Guardians, who are fighting for a spot in the wild card.
Oh, you don't know about Matt Wilkinson?
That's Tugboat.
Yes, that's Tugboat.
What do you mean
Guys,
that's
I'm
Tugboat?
about to introduce you to your new favorite baseball player, Matt Tugboat Wilkinson. He is a
This guy better be
200
thick.
He is a 270-pound left-handed pitcher.
That's Tugboat.
Whose fastball averages 89 miles an hour.
So he's Jamie Moyer.
He just got called up. He's the most throwback of throwbacks.
So he's a hefty Jamie Moyer?
He is a hefty Jamie Moyer. He was traded by Cleveland earlier in the year. So now he's going back and playing against the franchise that traded him away. I believe they traded him for a catcher. But he first got that nickname when he was pitching for Team Canada, not in the World Baseball Classic like you see right here, which he did do, and he struck out Cal Raleigh.
Tugboat that spread?
He pitched for them in the Little League World Series, guys, and that was when he was given the nickname Tugboat. And he said it was because he did not move around the bases too quickly. As you can see what he looked like as a left-handed pitcher back then. He has made his way now to the major leagues. He debuts tonight. So, whether you're taking Tony's advice and going with Parker Messick and the Guardians, or you just want to watch Tugboat, if you have MLB TV, that is the game to watch tonight. Those two young left-handed pitchers against each other, Parker Messick and Matt Tugboat Wilkinson, as he makes his MLB debut. This guy is going to be everyone's favorite pitcher. I cannot believe I'm watching a throwback like him. I can't wait.
Let's bring Juju aboard here. Juju, good to see you. Do you have a top 5 for us here today?
Yes, sir, man. Watching y'all today made me think of a list, man. Who are the people who I just don't give a damn what role they are playing? I still see them as that son of a bee who was in that other thing list.
Let's go.
No banter, straight into it. Okay, cool. Say less. I thought somebody was gonna be like, oh, that's a good list. Oh, well, live. Jason Isaacs.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. From White
Brother.
Lotus, right?
Exactly. The whole season on White Lotus. I didn't buy a second of it. That's Lucius Malfoy.
That's right.
No.
That's right. Thank
No, it's
you.
not.
That is Malfoy.
It's a guy that killed Heath Ledger.
No, I'm so glad somebody finally said it.
Number 5.
I know what's going on here.
Dennis. Dennis Haysbert.
What? Jeez, oh,
Wow. Oh,
Think
that's
he's
right.
selling some Allstate insurance.
That's President
My
Palmer.
ass.
Yeah, that's President Palmer.
No.
Who is he?
He's not President Palmer. He's the brother who cheated on his wife in Love and
Oh,
Basketball.
come on, man.
Yeah.
He was an NBA player, man. He played for the Clippers. He was balling out there. What you want from him? Say
you in
no?
good hands. And the Cleveland Indians. So
We all,
that's
yeah, come on. That's
Hey.
Pedro Serrano.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Future, boo. I do it myself.
Number 4, Christopher Wall.
What?
Jeez, oh,
Man.
Pete.
I'm talking about you can grow all the handlebar mustaches you want to, brother. You are the J Hunter from Inglorious Bastards.
Okay.
That's a bingo.
What a role.
Clip it. Send it to Maze. Yo,
Exactly.
not even Django? Django didn't save it for you?
Nah, brother, that one came first. The egg came before the Django this time. Salute. Number 3, Javier Bardem.
What? Jeez, oh, Pete.
Yes, sir, man. That great scene right there in Dune was ruined because I was thinking, what's the brother from No Country from Old Man doing in the desert?
Sugar.
Anton Chigurh?
Call it.
I need to rewatch that one. Oh, that's a good movie. That's all you.
2.
Every time you see him, that's all you see.
Bro, every single time, even on the new show was Cape Fear. I'm like, look at this brother. He done cleaned himself up.
What'd you think of
bit,
Cape
I
Fear,
guess.
Juju?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, it fell off the wagon. It
did.
started off okay, but I was like,
I was
"Oh,
into
damn."
it, and then all of a sudden, around when the people start coming out of the walls, I was like, all right, I think I'm good.
Right. Number 2, my brother and yours, Rafe Fine.
Oh, Ralph
Jeez,
Fine.
oh, Pete.
Yes, sir, man. You can put on the shelf. You could be at the monastery. It don't matter, brother. You are he who shall not be named.
That's right.
Lord Voldemort.
That's right.
That's who Lord Voldemort is?
Exactly.
Yep. And he has played, by the way, he's been in Schindler's List. He has been Voldemort. He has been in the menu.
Who was he in Schindler's List?
He was one of the Nazi
Voldemort.
guards.
He was like the really sadistic Nazi
Oh,
guard.
yeah. So this guy better be very kind in real life, or we're going to start having to ask some questions because, he shall not be named.
Yes, sir. And the number 1 person, man, it don't matter what he put on, what movie, you can hate 10 things about him or not. Heath Ledger, man.
What?
No matter what he does, man. That's the Joker, bro.
Jeez,
And I don't care
oh,
what you
Pete.
It's the guy that got killed by the dude from White Lotus.
He's the boyfriend in 10 Things I Hate About You.
I always think about it the night with the Nike swoosh logo on it. Remember that? What was that? Not Black Knight.
Knight's Tale?
Knight's Tale. There you go.
It's definitely not Black Knight.
No,
The only other option here is 10 Things I Hate About You. That's the only other option
No.
to solely identify
Knight's Tale
him.
because he had a Nike swoosh on his armor. And again, in one of the worst product placements ever in the history of movies or TV.
And Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, sir.
Which I hate.
I wish I could quit you.
Juju, we have a bit of a game here to play, right? You bringing a Wednesday edition of Douche or No Douche for us?
Oh.
Yeah, man. I saw some stuff online, man, that had these opinions and that opinion. So I figured I'd bring it to my brothers and get y'all opinion as well as Judge Zaz to see if these are douches or no douches? Video team, roll that beautiful brown footage. No pun intended. Oh my goodness. So my brother hanging on to his umbrella, he in line, and then the lady behind him making fun of him for not offering her his umbrella. Is my brother a douche or is no douche? Is she the damn douche?
She's the damn douche. Are they dating?
Does it look like they're
total
dating?
strangers.
Total strangers?
Total strangers.
She's a douche, and the person recording the video, like, oh, this would be cool if we just record this. No, they're both douches.
I
the
agree.
guy shooting the video and the woman.
I agree. If you're outside, if you don't know the person, if you're a man and you have an umbrella because it's raining and you're outside, are you just supposed to search everywhere for a woman that doesn't have an umbrella and give it to them? And
I'm gonna get sick?
I
Because they got
gotta
it
go
rained
no
on?
douche.
In the words of Guy Torrey in Don't Be a Menace, N-word, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know you. Like, why should I even offer anything?
Yeah, it essentially means that a man cannot have an umbrella in the rain.
It's not even like, oh, sure, it would be nice or gentlemanly if he did. She's like, look,
Yeah.
you see what, like, get the out of here.
You want me to take off my shirt and you can step on the puddle?
Yeah, man. This ain't. And by the way, back in those days, you know why they did that? Because they thought they were going to get an ass out of it. Well, now we don't have that anymore. We all agree that is a terrible system to be doing that chivalry stuff. Was basically because they were all trying to get ass. We said, yo, it's not right. You can't expect ass out of stuff. Well, guess what? That stuff ain't happening no more. It should happen if you know each other. But if you don't know each other, no way.
Juju,
Nice.
I know we put up a bunch of poll questions today. Let's do some updating here.
brother.
Wait.
Come here, brother. I got one more.
Oh,
I got
sorry.
one more.
Whoa. Sorry, I want another. Yes.
Oh, good. My brother Ursha Raymond, man. My boy, he all over the place right now. Him and his concert with Chris Brown all over the world. But he was spotted leaving a place, and he did this.
All right. We're seeing Usher walk down the hallway. The video is being shot from outside the doors. Got to the door.
Mhm.
The
He's with the lady?
opened the door for him, and then he held it open for...
Over to make someone then.
What? Now is this a real Usher? Because
Yeah, there have been rumors that he's been cloned, right? Or just a
yeah, or
lookalike.
just a stunt double. Like just
There's
got to
be something to that. That doesn't make any sense
Well,
what we just saw.
it's because the paparazzi are coming out, and so he needs to walk out. So the paparazzi. Now,
So he calls another man over to hold the door open.
Now-
a woman opens the door, just for the audio audience. A
Yes.
woman opens the door in front of him, holds it for him. He sticks out the hand to hold it, and then lets her walk through, but calls over another guy from across the room to hold the door open for him.
hear me out here, guys. What if that's that guy's job, and he was sleeping on the job?
No.
A doorman, yeah.
No. No. Usher, you're right there.
doorman?
Walk
He
through
was
the
a
door.
doorman.
Doorman.
Walk through the door.
Doorman.
There's a doorman.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing he's ever
Big
done,
douche.
dude.
All right, let's get to some polls here, Juju.
Yes, sir, man. I threw a couple up because the conversation was so juicy. I wanted the audience to chime in on these, man. Is Ruben Bain hazing the veterans?
Yeah.
88% of the audience says yes, he is.
Yes,
Beautiful balls.
Big poll. Should Zaz go see the Pearl Jam tribute show? 68% of the audience says yes, you should, brother.
Beautiful balls.
Awesome.
All right.
Yes, sir, man. Does everyone hate Caillou? 83% of the audience says yes, they do.
Beautiful balls.
Who are these 17% who said no?
And good audience.
Right. Should Gargamel have eaten the Smurfs or Azrael? 71% of the audience says the Smurfs.
Beautiful balls.
Oh.
Did you know that LA was south of Sacramento? 86% of the audience says yes, they did.
Beautiful balls.
14% of y'all just failed geography, huh?
Whatever.
The last two polls, the most important two polls of the show. Which is the better theory? The 595 theory or the Little League theory? 75% of the audience says the Little League theory.
Beautiful balls.
All right, that's what we expected. Now, will my theory about these theories be proven accurate. Juju, give me the last poll.
What's more profound, Amin's Little League theory or Greg's 595 theory? 56% of the audience says Amin's Little League theory, and those are your polls.
The big bad booty daddy.
Unbelievable. So what conclusion do we draw?
They love the Little League theory because it's Greg's. That's why.
Good job, Juju.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.